All right, Bricc baby, how's it going?
Oh man, it's been going, man. You already know. New father, I got a new baby around, so sleep's been, you know what I'm saying, obsolete, no sleep.
Obsolete.
Hell
Obsolete. Okay, I hear that, man. Well, congratulations, man.
yeah, but you know me, still running up a check with my foot on these niggas' neck, man. That's what I do.
I see you. I see you grinding, man. I see you staying busy, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Well, I thought I'd start with some of the biggest news out your way since our last interview, and that was Eric Holder was sentenced to 60 years in jail. You know, this was you know what I'm saying, it was kind of, you seen that much time coming, you know what I'm saying, for everything that happened to him, you know, on camera and, you know, everything about that. You know, what was your reaction when you heard the news?
They went light on him. Just me being like a nigga that been in and out the system and fighting the stuff that I fought in my lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, they went light on him. Like, that's little bro, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? For every action, it's a consequence. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be you meet your maker in the streets, or you know what I'm saying, or you leave your life in them 12 people's hands to send you up the way. I mean, when you kill people in the public, broad daylight, and stand over them and kick them and stuff, you know what I'm saying? There's different levels of consequences for that shit. And really, my boy got 100 and something years to life for something way lighter than that. Yeah, I'm talking about, like, I mean, murder is murder, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the act of what the murder was committed, you know what I'm saying, was very, like, vicious. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, just from a court standpoint, do he deserve it? No, nobody deserves to be in jail like that. I feel like you should deal with your consequences on the street. When it comes to that, like a street nigga doing what you did, you know what I'm saying, I think it should be, the ball should be in the family court so they can get the justice that they really want. But you know what I'm saying, like, as far as that, they went light on him, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to shed too much light on him being in jail, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll get an interview from him and we'll talk. And me and you can interview him together or something, you know what I mean?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, a motherfucker want to know what was going through your head. Like, you disrespected me. You disrespected the whole family tree when you did what you did. Big shitty and little shitty, we fuck with cuz. Tiny shitty, we fuck with cuz. Why baby shitty gotta be the motherfucking eyeball out? You ain't think about nobody else but yourself. You didn't think about my little nieces that you got over there. You didn't think about nobody but yourself. And you was thinking for the moment. So at the end of the day, a motherfucker want to know what was on your head. Because you know what I mean? I ain't been able to talk to Black Sam. I ain't been able to talk to that side of the family. And then my family members too, due to the fact of what you did. So it's like, you know what I mean?
So it sounds like it really kind of divided things and really had a huge impact on your area.
Yeah, well, it killed my area. My area, you can see, like, go down Slauson, the energy ain't even the same right there on Slauson and Crenshaw. You know what I'm saying? The only entrepreneur, Black entrepreneur that's really gonna mess with the community, you kind of took him out. I mean, we got Big U, we got me, we got other dudes that, you know what I'm saying, Big D, One Shot, 80. We got a couple, but at the end of the day, it's like we don't have the star power, or we don't leave the same imprints as Nipsey did. No matter how hard you try, he was one of a kind, and you kind of like snatched that from the hood. You snatched that from the little kids in the area. You snatched that from his kids. You did what you did. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, motherfucker can't cry because you got 60 years. And then it's like, you spiraled out. Like, I was coming home. I was finna be here. You a rapper. You see the shit that I got going on now, like, you could have been a part of this shit, nigga. And you really it was a hell of a buzzkill for the whole area. And it's like, I don't got no remorse for that. Like, that's my little bro, like I said, because when I got shot the first time in my tailbone that came through my bladder, we had crashed. And the people had hopped out the car and kept on shooting, and he prevented them from taking my life. So I'm forever indebted. You get what I'm saying? I can't talk too much about it. He in jail, but he damn sure did his thing and made sure they couldn't get up on me. You know what I mean? And that was at 18. And there been plenty of different incidents to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, right or wrong, I kind of got to be in your favor. But at the end of the day, like, you didn't do no thinking. Like, you didn't think, bro. And that motherfucker just don't fuck with that, period. And even the PC, even if he go PC, special needs or whatever, they gonna get his ass. You see what the judge said. He wasn't doing no bullshit. Nipsey was loved by a lot of people. So, you know what I'm saying? It's green light go at this point.
You mentioned, him, saving you and being there and everything, man. How hard has this been on you personally, having to go through this?
When I first received the news, right, I was in tears. I'm gonna just tell you how it fucked me up. Let me stop cussing so much. We on YouTube. I got the news, right? I'm in tears, in shambles. I didn't know who did it at first, though. So when I call in, boom, I call, they tell me, yeah, well, I'm like, well, who shot him? Like, who the fuck got that close to Nipsey to shoot him? They like, damn, it's crazy. Call back so I can figure out a way to tell you. So I'm releasing my tears. I'm fucked up, can't eat type shit. I call back in like 30 minutes and they told me who it was. And so many words, all the tears stopped. Everything stopped. Like, it was like emotion, like crossing, like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Because I know with his name being the same as mine around the area, like, I immediately get into, fuck, now they gonna say I had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Or now they gonna hate me because of the actions that, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn. And now I'm thinking like, damn, I'll never see him again either. Cause it'd be, like the whole world know who it was. They got your name in the news. They got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like a buzzkill, period. Like, even being in jail, like, me banging on somebody, like, hey, where you from? I'm Lil Shitty from 6ix9ine. Yeah, me, like, Shitty. Yeah, nigga, I'm Lil Shitty from 6ix9ine. Nigga, what's up? Oh, you know the other man on the hood. Stop talking to me about cuz. You get what I'm saying? Like, it really, like, affected a whole lot right there. Like, oh yeah, we ain't fucking with that shitty. Like, so what is you saying? Like, I really had to be on defense mode because it's like, all right, at this point, like, you know what I'm saying, the idiot might go for it thinking that I'm closer to the little nigga than what I am. You get what I'm saying? So it's like every time they ask me about him, I'm aggressive. Like, I'm on. So it also added more pressure inside the jail system on me. Not to say that it was some pressure I couldn't handle, but shit, it definitely was like a whole different turn for shit. You got like homies coming to jail and they been talking on the streets, talking about they gonna get all of the shitties out the way and all that. And I've been hearing it. So when I see them, I'm, nigga, what's up? I heard you been looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? You know, niggas wasn't on nothing though. They was just talking, but you know me, I don't do too much talking. So it just put me in a different realm of, you get what I'm saying? Like right now, I have to, one of the things that we're talking about is what he did to Nipsey. You get what I'm saying? And it's, let me ask him because we know that he's like this with this dude. Or at some point in his life, he was like this. So just like, this is a positive side of it because I'm able to use your platform to express that I didn't have nothing to do with or didn't agree with nothing that he did that day. You get what I'm saying? But anything could come out my mouth, but what's instilled in people's head is that that's my boy. It's not instilled in their head that Nipsey's my boy. Like, to certain people, yeah, all right, they do. Like, all right, yeah, that's Nip boy. But then, like, if Nip brother and, I still fuck with Cobby and J Stone and Pac-Man. So it's like, but when they're doing certain stuff for bro, you get what I'm saying? I'm not invited. And it's not because of them. It's because of the family. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, sometimes it's tough. Like, even at the walk, when they put his star down, they like, oh, why Bricc wasn't there? First of all, y'all had Cowgirl there, the police. Then y'all keep on letting YG act like he got love for my bro. I'm the one that, let's be clear, I'm the one that introduced YG to Nipsey. I ain't been talking about it, but fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm the one that introduced YG to Nipsey. I was the one that used to pull up to YG mama house and ensure that cuz wouldn't be in trouble if he went outside with me and went to go fuck with the homies. And there been plenty of events where YG had altercations with the homies and it was consequences for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I had to be the one to step in the middle. I'm talking about get into it with the whole hood over YG. I was into it with my whole, like me and Nipsey was into it with a whole side of the hood over YG because it was friction between other people in the hood and they shot a video over there. I don't know if y'all ever heard that story. Shoot got shut down and all that shit. And I ain't gonna really put too many people's names in the middle of it because now when you tell a story about Nipsey and if anybody disrespected him, the whole world hates him. And these two people are actually cool with each other. So I wouldn't even put their name like, you know what I'm saying, into a series of events like that. But yeah, somebody came and tried to stop the video shoot, you know what I'm saying? And we really let it happen. And I'm trying to go all the way around it. Let's give me a second so I can see how I can get this out without making a whole new fucked up world for somebody else.
So it's YG and Nipsey's video shoot, and somebody is trying to stop the video
Somebody
shoot?
stopped the video shoot, but okay, all right, let me tell you where the problem stemmed from. YG, like now, he's an op lever. You know what I'm saying? You got a gang of Inglewood niggas with you. You got a gang of Hoovers. Back then, he had a couple Hoovers with him, and they was on stage, and they were performing the Bitches Ain't Shit song. And he said, I got a bitch in the 60s. When he say that, I guess the Hoover nigga was hype man for him, right? And he like, I got a bitch in the sissies. That's how you diss the hood. So when he said that, the homies happened to be in the crowd. It was a club in Hollywood, just a random club. And Baby U, T5, all them niggas was in the crowd and they rushed cuz while he was rapping. They get the blitz in the stage. YG and them was a little deeper. They kind of shook the homies up. They was 18, but they had to do what they had to do. They was fresh out of high school. They might have still been in high school, but they get on the stage. Once they hear that, they rush oh boy, they rush YG and then boom. So it comes to where they want to see about YG because he been kicking it with the homies and all that. You know what I'm saying? And YG was supposed to pull up and get some fades and all that. And I'm like, man, fuck all that. YG that ain't finna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a relationship through music with Nip, and we gonna keep it that way. We ain't finna make him feel uncomfortable with what we got going on. But the motherfuckers who dissed the hood, they got an answer for it. So we went one by one, ciphered everybody out, got the fades out the way with the niggas that said what they said. We was on them. And they somehow, they started splitting up. But now that Nipsey is dead, my boy been hanging with the ops heavy and like, yeah, you a blood from Compton, but you been hanging with the Inglewood niggas heavy. And it's like, not only are you with the dudes that's crossing out the walls and, You get what I'm saying? You whacking out Nipsey face. You know the people that defaced the murals and all that shit? They was from Inglewood. Them same group of niggas kick it with YG. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of even holding that shit in. I ain't been talking about it because I've been telling the nigga to come holler at me. But it's like some people from over there just beat a case, a murder on the some more 60s. And they on stage with Cuz at the Forum. Like, had I known that concert was going on, I probably would have did some bullshit. I just don't pay attention. I got Cuz, I don't follow Cuz or nothing no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I erased the little nigga out my whole memory, like, cause like, all right, when they have, if you see a celebration for Nipsey or if they do a tribute to Nipsey, who do you see rapping on stage? Like, every time they have a tribute to Nipsey, who is out there to represent him?
I haven't seen it.
YG.
Okay.
YG is the number one, even at the Grammys, he was rapping the shit for him. The year that Nipsey was nominated for a Grammy or they won a Grammy and they had a tribute to him, YG was right there. You keep on coming out and being like, by default, you're a face of the 60s because your whole rap career, you damn near were teamed up with Nipsey. So now Nipsey dead and these people disrespecting him and all that shit, and you still happen to be popping out with these same guys, but the only reason that your bunk ass career is still going on is because they like, oh, this Nipsey boy. Cause it ain't really been shit since Nipsey died that make a motherfucker wanna like if you give me one hit from YG since Nipsey died, you know what I'm saying, that the world is fucking with, then let me know. Because I feel like they only checking for him because they know he's connected to Nipsey, and now, you know what I'm saying, like you disrespecting the pecking order. So I don't really pop out to those events because they want me to act civilized and I got 2 strikes and all this. I'm not gonna act civilized around them people. And I'm not gonna fuck up my boy legacy because of some shit like that. But the people that are going around him and dapping hands with this dude are bunk. I don't even, man, you niggas is whack, trash, boo-boo in my head. Like, you can't call my phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, leave that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just play a whole different game. I ain't picking up for you, I ain't finna do none of that. Don't need me and be dealing with this dude because I'd be rich if I just was like, oh, an opportunist. Like every time I get an opportunity to do something, I could be there, but I'm with a gang of fraud people when I'm doing it. Like, I don't really play like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what Eric Holder did really, you know what I'm saying, kind of fucked up a whole lot of stuff for me and Nip. And then it's like a gang of fake people who I just can't go around because of the fact. Like, shout out Black Sam, though, for keeping it 100. Like I told you in the last interview, like, or I don't know if I told you or say Cheese, like you can't tell nobody how to mourn. You know what I'm saying? If I got to take the backlash because all the shit, like, so be it. Because my brother died and I blame people. I blame my only blood brother died. And I got a gang of stepbrothers that I grew up with and them is my boys, them my brothers, but I like play the blame game too sometimes. You get what I'm saying? And I don't fuck with certain people because my brother died too. So it's like you can't tell a motherfucker how to mourn, but like I said, every time I get a chance to send my love that way, I'ma do it. And I don't want nothing from it. Like I ain't trying to get back cool or in with him and kick it with him, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really the one you could double back on and be cool with either, but you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I got a whole lot of love for him, you know what I mean?
How do you feel when people say that you're on Eric Holder's side or that you're backing him up or something like that?
That's a lie. Every time I tell my side of the story, I tell it for what it is. I'm not on his side for what? You get what I'm saying? Like, how am I on Eric Holder's side? Like, you get what I'm saying? My whole life is in shambles behind this nigga. Like, as far as, yeah, I mean, like certain hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way possible I'm on your side. Like, gang politics is gang politics, and niggas just be mad because I'm telling it how it is. You can't call nobody a snitch without no paperwork. They can do whatever they want to do to you. You get what I'm saying? Even calling a snitch with paperwork you can't stop him from killing you. So if you're not able to defend yourself, or if you're not willing to defend yourself or do something to that person right then and there, it's in your best interest to leave that shit alone. You get what I'm saying? Like it'd be your best bet to just leave all that shit out on the dead homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, gang politics is gang politics. And if these motherfuckers ain't gangbangers that's commenting on what I'm saying, because all the gangbangers understand exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And if you disagree, go on a 4-yard or a 3-yard right now and call somebody a snitch without no paperwork to back it up and see what that man has to do to you in order to keep his face clean. I mean, you know. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, man. Don't shoot the messenger, Keyway. I'm just talking facts. That's all I do. I can't talk nothing else.
Sad situation, man. You know.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But like I said, for every action, I ain't that person. I can't be in this body. Yeah, you can't be in this body. You can't I can't change. I couldn't make him do it. I could not make him do it. If I had been there, I either would have been shot with Nipsey or I would have stopped the whole process. You get what I'm saying? Like, soon as he even got on that bunk shit, I would have put him in my car and got the fuck on. Like, I just fought myself, like, for not being there, not being able to, you know what I'm saying? I was in jail though, but not being able to stop it, because it's like, damn. What was the last thoughts going through my bro head before he made his transition? Was it fuck me? Was it damn, I love that nigga and his homeboy did it? Or like, fuck, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, them is the fucking nightmares that I go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a motherfucker who we been through so much throughout our whole friendship, like, for my little dude to take him out is sick. That shit is fucked up, and it's like, damn, do you fault yourself from that forever fucking with me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a gang of unanswered questions. Like, I'm fucked up too about it. Like, I seen Hoggy, I seen BH, and I was trying to talk to Cuz, but I just broke down in tears. Like, nigga, like, why motherfucker ain't, y'all holding me accountable for this shit like I had something to do with it, and y'all like, ain't, like, a motherfucker be trying to get some closure too, but at the end of the day, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't saying fuck BH, but if a motherfucker feeling that way, like, it's like, nigga, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a motherfucker is just holding the motherfucker out. But it ain't nothing to be into. Like, you get what I'm saying? But it's just like, when I came home, the motherfucker wanted to be at the round table to figure out exactly what went on that day, step by step, just to see where motherfuckers were coming from. My dog, Rimpaw, thank God that he wasn't on no bunk shit when I came home. I be hollering at him, and I kind of got some closure from the shit. You get what I'm saying? I can't really talk about what we talked about, but I kind of got some closure from the shit. Even be able to deal with seeing motherfuckers and not doing nothing to them because motherfuckers was holding, like, I feel like they was withholding information from me out of them trying to, like, put the guilt on me, like, make me the scapegoat. They gotta be mad at somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like y'all wasn't mad enough because the authorities got Cuz name. So don't let me get to popping how I pop on 6ix9ine. The authorities should, that nigga's a nobody. That had 1,000 followers on Instagram. And daddy live in the same spot that he been living in. On RSC, like, on the dead homies. Do something to Cuz. Do something to Cuz. That's what you should have did. You should have did something to Cuz. Everybody that's sitting here crying about it and all that, like, nigga, how did the authorities get anything? How did they even get his real name? How did they get his hood name or anything? You get what I'm saying? Them civilians that was sitting around, Eric ain't been in the hood for Years. You get what I'm saying? He been on Crystal in Long Beach for years. You get what I'm saying? Them civilians didn't know that nigga name. You get what I'm saying? Like, the police wasn't just interviewing everybody about that shit. You niggas is dead ass wrong. Cause y'all motherfuckers was spooked and you told the police what happened. And I know for a fact that Black Sam didn't. You get what I'm saying? They never seen the footage from the t-shirt shop. Tell me where that's been released at. You get what I'm saying? And the case is over with, so it would have to be public record. So that's why I salute my big bro like how I do, cause he was gonna handle his candle, but it's like, how you gonna handle your candle when everybody is rushing to the authorities about the shit? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to put everybody out there, but it's just like, miss me with that morning shit. Like, and that's one of the reasons why me and Cowboy's relationship is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, you keep on trying to put the guilt off on everybody else. My nigga, you was there. You didn't throw a rock at that dude. You didn't even scream, hey, shoot me, none of that. You bitch ass nigga, you didn't even startle him. You didn't come outside. You hid up under the cash register, up under the shit in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You were there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's speak on that. You was there on the scene. All you could do is go get this nigga name and go report it to the police. You supposed to be the big homie that lay star chucks and all this shit that you be talking on all these interviews and all that, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, cuz you gave the authorities, nigga, he got 60 years. He could live for 60 more years while Nip gone. He could get married and still procreate. He could still have babies. He could still be a king from in there. You get what I'm saying? You didn't shut down Cub program like you were supposed to. Cuz easily accessible. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. You would have let him sit on the streets and he didn't have no warrant for his arrest, he would have been back around. Just like y'all did all that surfing, because y'all didn't know his name. I don't know how y'all got his name, however, but just like y'all put that energy in it, telling them, cuz y'all could have found the address. Nipsey is loved by a lot. Motherfucker could have went to the DMV and damn near ran his name and got his address. You get what I'm saying? Like, they would have gave it to you. Just being, you know what I mean? Like, man, this Nipsey Hussle killer. Can we get the address? They damn near would have did it without even having the inside, bro. So it's just like certain motherfuckers gotta miss me with all that morning shit. Like, I don't be with all that, because you wasn't trying to, y'all gangbangers. Everybody is sitting back like they not gang members at this point. You get what I'm saying? Like, even P&B Rock dudes, they was trying to come down here and get they man. They trying to come pull up to the parking lot. Like, it's not smart. But it's like they ain't going for that. The Philly niggas is really going crazy right now. They not going for my man's got killed out there and it's just cool. Let's alert that. Even though he got caught by the police, it wasn't because of them niggas told. You get what I'm saying? That's my whole shit. Like, Pop Smoke. That's another example. Nigga, the Wu is beefing with Hoovers in nigga way in fucking Timbuktu. Way in New York. They tripping. Niggas can't even come outside type shit. You know what I mean? Like they wanted to get their man. Didn't nobody alerted the authorities and went there and cooperated and did all they did. Like, all right, if it's a female around, you could damn near bet that's gonna happen. Either way, you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. I just feel like shouldn't nobody have told on that man being a gangbanger and all that. I doubt Nipsey wanted y'all to tell on him, and I say that all the time. Like, go get your man. Go put him to sleep, nigga. If that's the case, I don't give a fuck. However y'all want to view me, y'all want to, you know what I mean, for my opinions, but on 6ix9ine, I get cracking. And nigga, that's just what I stand on. And the mother, y'all know what's up with me. Everybody, they know what's up. So I don't got nothing else to talk about that shit. It's just, I don't agree with the series of events afterwards. So if it look like I'm standing on this side because I'm checking gangbangers that's acting like bitches on camera, you acting like a hoe, nigga. Yeah, I'm saying something about it. Like, nigga, We don't cry when our homie, yeah, we gonna drop a tear or two, but nigga, you know what we gotta do after that. You signed up with the gangland, bitch ass nigga. Fuck is you on the news talking about he was out of pocket for murdering it. Man, come on, man. Your ass need to get hit.
You had mentioned the judge saying that Eric Holder is a target. You know, every gang has a green light on him. You know, his life is going to be hell in prison. You know. Do you think those are accurate statements that the judge made?
In a sense, it might be a bag on his head. You never know. Like I said, I ain't been in contact with that side of the fence, like with my big brother Sam and them. You know what I'm saying? But shit, they might do got a green light everywhere, man. The nigga brother did. Like shit. A lot of people was fans of Nipsey. That wasn't no gangbanger that whooped him at court. He's in protective custody, so it wasn't no active gang member at least. You know what I'm saying? That was a fan that caught him slipping. Or it was the police that let somebody get up on him and whoop his ass. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, shit happens. So shit gonna continue to happen. And that's just the consequence for what you did, nigga. I don't never speak on him like I'm in love with him and stand on his side. I don't know where people get that shit from.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's gonna be in, PC. But, I don't know how strong, you know what I'm saying? Even though, I mean, like you said, Nipsey was loved. So even though it's not gonna be like active gang members, there's still gonna be like a lot of Nipsey fans in there that just might want to do it just for the clout.
That's why I'm like, shit, you never know how he gonna get hit. It damn near for sure gonna happen though. I mean, it depends though. I can say this though. However it happened, and the police know, how could I say? The high profile, his case is very high profile. So however it happened inside that jailhouse, if the police got anything, like any security breaches, it's gonna be a lawsuit for Eric's family, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So even with the judge saying that, they kind of gotta tread lightly about what a motherfucker's saying and then the actions that come after it, because it's like you damn near are saying that it's cool for the green light. You get what I'm saying? And you being in the position that you in, I don't think that that should even be a conversation that you bringing up during sentencing. Now that's showing bias. That's grounds for, like, to me, for a new trial. Because you saying the shit that you saying is like you wanted me to be in jail. You was gonna convict me. You thought I was guilty the whole time. You didn't let justice be served and then I'm guilty and then let me go. Oh yeah, and you got a green light on you. Like, that's not nothing that a professional, anybody in the judicial system talks after a sentencing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let him rot in his own shit. It's not up to you to say, but for you saying that, and then if it does happen, it's like you damn near sending the kite up to the prison like, shit, fuck him. Let him die.
That was kind of crazy to hear the judge talk like that, because that's like a street term. That's not like a you know what I'm saying, like a professional judge type of term.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I never heard no shit like that. But it is what it is. Like I said, the judge might like Nip. He might have, you know what I'm saying, a piece of love in his heart for Nip, or just throughout the trial and seeing that shit. But it's like you cannot. Once you give your opinion on something, that means that you're showing like bias to the situation. So it's gonna come back and bite. If Eric was any type of smart, you know what I'm saying, I would have been through that right down the judge, right back down his throat. I'd be right back at trial, retrial. You gotta try me again. You hear the shit that he talking about, it's like they couldn't wait till they counted me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Like I said, It's a consequence for every action.
Some of the more wild news, man, that's been going on is this BTB Savage situation. Are you familiar with it at all?
Hell yeah. I you know what's crazy? I just had landed in Houston the morning after that shit. Like, all right, I took a red-eye flight. So by the time I was landing in Houston, the news was hitting my phone. And my timeline, it's like 5 a.m. out there by the time I got out there. So like my timeline is flooded with BTB Savage, da-da-da-da. So I seen it. My son was with me. My son like, here, Dad, put your mask on, man. That rapper, he like, that rapper just got killed out here. I'm like, man, that nigga got killed for taunting. I'm like, your dad don't have enemies for that. I don't just taunt motherfuckers, bro. And I'm like, I'm gonna put it on for you so you feel comfortable though. Cause like, whether y'all know it or not, like, I'm bigger in the South than I am on the West Coast. Like, everywhere I go out there, they stop. Hey, Bricc baby, can I get a picture? Hey, Bricc baby, Bricc baby, Bricc baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because I'm not used to that shit. I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, is this some bullshit, some street shit? And I be after the nut, like, all right, I'm like an influencer. I'm a personality on Instagram and YouTube that motherfuckers fuck with. So, BTB Savage though, it's another dumbass young. Like, he's young, just dumb, bro. This motherfucker is dumb. Like, why you got one arm and can't defend yourself or do nothing? You still popping hot grease for what? For what? You standing in this nigga blood like he don't got family members. Like, okay, that shit could have been swept under the rug. And then it's like, that shit happened in San Antonio. So it might don't even be, you know what I'm saying? It might not even be related to that shit right there. He's so fool. Like, rest your soul, but you so fool. Like, he was like a real fugazi, foofer type nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, your girl shot the dude. You didn't even kill him. When you had the opportunity to, you didn't kill him. I later watched the Vlad interview. You get what I'm saying? When you had the opportunity, when he was on the ground and he grabbed your leg when you was walking out the door, should have finished cuz, nigga. That nigga just shot in the house with your baby, you fucking. Like, then you got this female and all this shit. Now they gonna try to go blitz her and you ain't even here to protect your bitch. Cause you played yourself. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that's your baby mama, but you just wiped yourself. You happened to survive a situation. You didn't kill nobody, my boy. You get what I'm saying? That nigga came in there and up Blick inside your house. The whole story is full. What the are you? This is them, oh, I want to do a feature ass nigga so bad. Motherfucker could never come to my house and do a feature. A motherfucker call your phone that you barely know for a feature. You had, what, 60,000 followers, 70,000 followers, whatever the case is. You can't be charging nothing but 2,500, 2,000, 1,500 for a feature. You online with 50, 60,000 and all these chains on all the time. The fuck are you letting somebody come to your house that you don't know? And you know that you not popping for rap. You made the one scamming song with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You're not even popping for rap. Like, name one mainstream artist that asked you for a feature or that did a feature with you. You get what I'm saying? So you have to, like I always think set up. Like, when motherfuckers be trying to book shows and I'm like, you trying to book a show, you got 5,000 for me? All right, nigga, I ain't had a hot song since I've been home, like that the world has took to where you gonna make your 5 bands back. Unless it's just, well, now I'm bringing out crowds just cause I'm me, like type shit. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you gotta look at that like they trying to get me somewhere to shoot at a nigga or something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what's up? What's to you? And the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I think like that, and I know a motherfucker ain't trying me cause I'm pulling up nigga 20, 30 deep. You know what I mean? So I ain't even tripping, but it's just like, How the fuck you let a motherfucker inside your house? Then a motherfucker up on you, you don't got your pole out. Like, that man was he's very lucky to even have survived through that shit.
Didn't he say he pulled his gun out and he sat it down and dude grabbed his gun?
No. I don't know. You might got to run the interview back. I don't think he said that. He said that dude, he locked the door. He said he locked the door on dude. Boom. He locked the door. Because the boy, his other mans had went back to the car. So that's when his antennas kept going up. Like, go get the rest of the shit. Like, why wouldn't y'all come to the house with all the shit? And it ain't too much that you need to do the shit. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm just trying to get the story back right from what I heard. Boom. After that, the dude asking him about certain shit. And he was asking him like, man, y'all niggas really want the feature, whatever. Boom. Dude up Bricc on him like, nigga, come up off that. He asked him how much he charged for the chain, and he up Bricc on him then. Like, come up off that. So when he started coming up off of it, he said when he reached, he ended up grabbing his elbow. Like grabbing his arms like this and wrestling him down. You get what I'm saying? And now they wrestling. Dude fall on the gun, whatever, the gun slide behind him and you tell your girl to pick it up. All right, all that's cool. But you happen to survive an event. You didn't even have a gun inside your house with the money, your chains, your son, nothing. You inviting people over there where you can't protect yourself. You was cruising for a bruising. The man was gonna get killed one day because he goofy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you playing in the streets, bro. You playing where niggas play for keeps at. The nigga kept, obviously he was not, he tried you like a bitch at the end. He telling you to take him to the, I would have been shooting that nigga all in his mouth while he asking me to take him to the hospital. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, gang. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he's still disrespecting you. Fuck you. Why you shooting him? He's not leaving empty-handed. Like, you goofy as fuck. You're a bitch to him. Like, you get what I'm saying? Your girl is shooting him left and right. You putting all this, you put this girl through all this trauma. And he said it's a girl he used to deal with. I think the girl left him out there because she probably like, you goofy ass nigga. Like, what the fuck did you even invite these ones? Like, I don't want to be around no dude like you. You know what I mean? And it's just like, nigga, for you to double back and then stand in the dude's blood and post what you post, that was sick. You get what I'm saying? Like, you didn't kill him. So how are you fast forwarding somebody's death date? Like, I don't get that shit. My generation, when business get handled, it get handled. Motherfuckers ain't doubling back talking about it. Motherfuckers ain't trying to go to jail over that shit. Motherfucker ain't trying to do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once the business get handled, it's just handled. Motherfucker ain't trying to talk. Motherfucker ain't trying to hint nobody that they did it or nothing. It's like, hey, if y'all find out, if y'all seen who it was when we did it, y'all know where we at. Ain't finna keep on dissing your dead homies and laughing about the shit, putting niggas in shirts and putting them in blunts and putting them in songs and you get what I'm saying? Naming packs after them. Like, come on, cuz, that's some old new shit. Like, even in my song, I just made a song talking about putting niggas in packs. I still not gonna diss nobody directly, bro. I can't do it. For what? Y'all know we beefing. Y'all know if the business get handled, y'all know what's up. Oh, hood, double back if you gonna double back. But I ain't finna add salt to the wound and make you double back.
So you feel like he went like way too far with the pictures and the interview and the taunting and everything?
Yeah, you got people that's hot about that. You got motherfuckers that went on the lick with him that let him die. That conscience won't let them sleep at night, that they let their man die on the lick. When they double back to the car. They left him when they shot through the door. Come on, cuz. You get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, he got family too. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker let him be from an organized hood or something. Like, hey, bro, y'all better go get y'all man. This goofy ass nigga online talk about he done killed the homie and woo wop woo woo. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all go get y'all man or don't bring your ass back over here. It's pressure. It's pressure, nigga. You come back over here without getting your man, nigga, we gonna kill your stupid ass. You let the homie nigga die on the lick, nigga. You wasn't supposed to leave his side. Even if the nigga told you to leave, nigga, you wasn't supposed to leave his side. So, nigga, now it's on you.
I seen you had some things to say about Charleston White, man. Recently, you wanted a meet and greet with Charleston White for $15K, man.
Yeah, man, pull up on me. Yeah, that's my boy. We friends. Nah, 6ix9ine, shit. You know me, Charleston White be running his mouth and shit, always talking. I just happened to be back in Texas. I wanted to see if he wanted to back up any of that shit he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Charleston White. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the worst motherfuckers in the black community. I swear to God. I don't even hate a lot of people. Charleston White is one of them people like, boy, I'm gonna risk it when I see you. I just want to slap the back of that head. I just want to pop your dumb ass in the head. Like, I ain't even tripping about that shit. I ain't trying to kill you or nothing. I want to beat the shit, like beat the eyeball out of this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just say the craziest shit, then he's online. I mean, but he's a comedian. So it's like, some of this shit, like, he gonna cancel himself though. Now you gotta worry about the whole Asian community coming the fuck over you. You forgot about the triads and the motherfucking mafias that they got. Them Asians don't play like that. You talking about you want to rape the Asian kids and do all that weird ass shit. Like, all that shit is weird, gang. Like, how? Like, how can you be trying to bring peace or bring us up out of what we've been through as a minority or the most hated race on earth, whatever they want to call us? How are you trying to make, like, cause you put on like you a community activist, like you do shit for the community, right? So, like I said, the way that you correct somebody that's fucking up, you don't say fuck them and, oh, nigga, you deserve to die and your mama's a bitch and all that, like YNW Melly and all these niggas that he be talking crazy about and FBG Duck Mom. Them people, these gangbangers that's out here fucking up and not knowing that they fucking up or they might be hooked on drugs, your job as an activist in the community is to preach to them how they in the wrong and try to change them, steer them the right way. It's not to taunt them or to talk bad about them because of their mental health or whatever they mental space that they in. You don't know what type of hurt he going through. You don't know what them drugs is doing to his body to make him kill. You don't know, you get what I'm saying? You don't know where he's at in life. You don't know if he's been pushed, maxed out on all options and now he's just a killer. Or you talk about motherfuckers who sell drugs, but you smoke weed. You telling on trap houses, but it's still, and that's what I'm saying, the motherfuckers around him is weird than the motherfucker too. Cause it's still a motherfucker that's selling this nigga weed. And he talk about he just got Trap Boy Freddy indicted for selling weed. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're the worst type of person. You are a motherfucker, like, you gonna snitch and kill. Or you gonna, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta play one side of the fence. If you gonna be a fucked up dude that just go on rants and do what you do, so be it, my nigga. But you start dragging community activists and you for the black community and all you do is tear down the figures that we have in the black community instead of trying to join forces with them and teach them how to do different and how to preach different to the world. Like, on 6ix9ine, nigga, when D-Thing died, nigga, on 6ix9ine, I told Dirk that shit over with, nigga. Like, come on, cuz, like, everybody, like, hey, we ain't dissing them niggas no more. Fuck 63rd, fuck everything they stand for, whatever the fuck you got going on. Like, nigga, leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone, bro. Because now it's gonna keep on continuing to happen because you have multiple millions. You're doing good. They're trying to end your run because you are everywhere dissing these niggas. I know that it's been history with y'all, you know what I'm saying? But leave the shit alone. Don't say their names no more. You can still handle business. You know, that's what I do. I stand on business. I ain't telling you to stop whacking their ass. I won't. Because I know what hurt. Like, I was hurt young. I was 13 when my brother died. I was hurt. I might have been 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that shit like all the blur. That shit all the blur. on 6ix9ine. I jumped off the porch heavy. I was already off the porch. I've been off the porch since 10, 11. But when that shit happened, it was like a whole different, cause my mom was in prison. You get what I'm saying? Young nigga, my mom like is my everything. She had just went to jail for the birds. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my pops. And like I said, I be holding resentment sometimes against him about that shit, but not for no reason. It just be like, oh, cause he had kicked my brother out the house probably like, just on some grown man shit, probably like 6 months, a year before that shit. We all was living together and shit. He kicked my brother out, but it was a good thing. My brother got his own spot. He was doing his thing. He ended up getting a girl pregnant. He was working, he was doing his thing. But as little as that, like, oh, he wouldn't have been living out there where he died at if you never kicked him out the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, I don't know. It's just like, nigga, you can't really be taunting these people and trying to better yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like because, and even with Charleston White, you can't be taunting these motherfuckers who got mental health problems. Like, I really had mental health. Like, I don't know if I done dealt with it or not yet, but it's like, nigga, I'm mentally fucked up over this shit. You want to tell me some old shit about it? And if a motherfucker was to ever diss my brother, you get what I'm saying? I'm going to go get him. So it's like, these people that you dissing, they have families. BTB Savage, my boy Dirk. Like, I was just using Dirk as an example. I love Cut to Death, and I'm with whatever he with. If he diss another nigga in a song, I'm riding with him. But let's stop the shit. You get what I'm saying? Let's stop doing that. Like, we ain't got to stop fucking over these people. Let's stop exposing. Let's stop letting the kids think that it's cool to pop some shit up. Let's stop having the kids think like, oh, if you get into it with a nigga, ain't no fighting. When I was 12, 13, 14, 15, and all that shit, I was fighting. These young niggas is out here killing shit. I was killing, well, whatever. I was around killers and shit back then, but a motherfucker will whoop a nigga ass fast with a pistol on him. You get what I'm saying? I have a blick on me and won't shoot a nigga. And just we'll be whooping his ass. Cause a motherfucker, you ain't really fucked up like that. You ain't did nothing like that. Now, if you came around here shooting, we gon' nigga hold you accountable for that. We gonna do the same thing to you. But you know, Charleston White is definitely not for blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen that at one point, allegedly, he was from the 60s out in Texas?
Yeah, I seen that shit. That shit fucked me up. That's another, it's like, that shit is like a parody. Ain't that what you call it? It's all a skit. Like, he just plays different skits and then he ruffles everybody's feathers. They come in for the views. And you know what I mean? Because it's like, you talking bad about the 60s, you talking bad about this, but you're a reject. You what we call a reject out here. Like, you came around, the lifestyle wasn't for you and you opted out. That's one thing I don't like about motherfuckers being from out of town and gangbanging. That's one thing, like when motherfuckers be like, you be on out of town, it's like, look, bro, I'm 6'9", you banging something that's, nigga, all the way back here. Like, all right, if you gonna do it right, gang. But on the hood, we don't get to pick and choose when we from the hood. You get what I'm saying? I can't go around and be like, oh shit, oh, I ain't feeling this, so I'm gone. I can, but you gotta get quoted off like you got quoted on. Nigga gotta whoop you out. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, shit, is to death do his part because the way you know too much. For you to leave the gangland now, you know too much. You get what I'm saying? You can't just not be from the hood no more. It's cool. It's gang members and it's gang bangers. You know what I'm saying? You could always be a member. You can hang your chucks up and be a member forever, but you gonna be on what they call it when you in the army, but you ain't on duty. But if they call on you, you got to come back. Reserve.
Reserves?
Yeah, reserve. You know what I'm saying? You always a reserve. We might have to call you to the battlefield again. I don't give a fuck if you 70 years old. We might got another 70-year-old that need a cane put to the back of his head. You get what I'm saying? And we can't do it because we respecting our elders, but we got an old nigga to get you together. You get what I'm saying? That's just an example, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you might get called to the field. I'm not, I ain't no perfect example of, I am the perfect example of a member that'll get called to the field because I'm not finna be outside. I've been shot in the neck. I've been shot in the arm. I'm not about to be outside every day selling dope with y'all sitting on the corner and throwing up gang signs to cars and getting drunk and shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm past that part of my life. I did that when I was young. I did that for a very long time. Nothing comes out of that shit but death, jail, or shot up, whatever the case is. Everybody know the story. You get what I'm saying? I'm not kicking it on no corner no more. So, and I'm touching some money and I'm rapping, I'm doing this, doing that. Hey, I'm 6'9", I'm a gangbanger, but I'm a nigga on hood. I'm a member of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you need? All right, you need some advice? I can show you how to do shit wrong. I can show you how to do shit right. You pick and choose what you want to take from what I'm telling you. But if a nigga touch one of my people, or if I get hurt emotionally from some shit that I'm back in the field, they don't got to call on me. I'm pulling up like Max Payne. You know what I'm saying? Strap the fuck up, ready to play ball. Oh, 6'9", risk it all, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't out there every day trying to do shit to people. So, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
So basically that goes back to Charleston White being from 60s and leaving. That's not honorable. Like, everything he does, it's like you snitched when you was a kid. You still try to kick it in the streets. You still keep on, you're a snitch, Rat Williams and all that, community activists, but you still trying to be in the streets. You still wearing chains and diamond rings and shit. Man, hey, bro, that ain't what you wear, man. Go get you some motherfucking, nigga, go get your eye fixed and put you a suit on, man. Go look the part, cuz you's a fucking cop. Go put a blue suit on, boys in blue, nigga. Stop trying to fit in with us and go to the strip clubs and do it. You can't be a real nigga and be tearing down other niggas. And I'm using the word, but you can't be a real black or a real man and be tearing down the rest of the community to show that you some type of better person. Like, that's not cool. Dead homies.
So I was interviewing Melvin Farmer, and he was telling me about, you know, Charleston White was trying to link up with him. And when they linked up, you know, because Melvin does his, you know, he does his community stuff. Charleston White went to St. Andrews Park, claiming 60s, looking for Melvin.
Is that true or false?
That's what Melvin said.
So he went up there to get along with him, though?
Yeah, well, because, you know, I mean, you know, in Texas, you know, the 8 Trays and the 60s get along.
Yeah, most places Crips are Crips. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. That's what I do respect about out of town. They read up on Tookie and they read up on certain motherfuckers where even with Tookie, my homeboy Lil Fee blast Tookie on Death Row. Lil Fee, he's still on Death Row right now. Free Fee, fuck how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God. But he blasted Tookie. He stabbed Tookie. And Tookie said that he wouldn't do nothing back to him because he felt like he'd be committing suicide on the Crips. It was never made for Crips to be for Crips. So I respect that, the out of town shit. But if Melvin Farmer is who he is in the 8 Trays, and he goes up to St. Andrews Park to go look for Melvin Farmer in order to do some peaceful shit, the older Crips be with that, because the last thing we want to do is kind of let the Bloods keep on gaining leverage because they don't beef with each other. If we could stop something, we could stop it. And he's an out-of-town 60. Melvin knew he wasn't, you can't do nothing. You ain't finna make nothing crack at this part. You get what I'm saying? So he wasn't, I mean, that's not like It was a lot of A-Trays in the hood when Nipsey died. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit happens from time to time. It wasn't like he was a big old figure for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they plan to do at the park, but it's not unheard of. It's not unheard of at all.
You know, we were talking about Little Dirk a while ago, and some of the interesting news that came out about him was that him and Spot 'em Got 'em were supposed to be doing a feature together. And right when I believe they paid him they paid Dirk the $100,000 for the feature, and right after that, it came out that Spot 'em Got 'em. Some paperwork came out about him that he was snitching and, you know, talking a little bit too much. And Dirk sent his money right back to him.
Gotta
said
love
he didn't want to do the feature.
You gotta love it. That's the definition of not selling out. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Cause there ain't nobody standing on that shit like how they supposed to be standing on it. Like, fuck them. 100,000, what the I'm not about to be in a video with you. Like, where we gonna shoot it at? We gonna have the police protecting us in protective custody while we in witness protection? Like, what are we doing? We not the same. I'm not reaching out to nobody that's talking to the police about getting shot. If you telling about motherfuckers getting at you and you claiming that you a street nigga, go get your lick back. And that's just that. Go get your lick back. That's what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Caught him with the chopper, you had a standoff. Something knock his head off. Where is that energy at? You got a whole motherfucking, the whole world bopping to you, talking about you kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? Draco make them beatbox and all that shit. Nigga, where is that same beatbox Draco at? You know what I'm saying? Go making beatbox. Like, what is you talking about? Like, hell no, motherfucker can't respect it because me and Dirk, we come from the trenches. Like, we really, like, that's the difference. Motherfucker really grew up doing this. We ain't motherfucker didn't just, pop a pill and learn how to rap and then start rapping crazy. Because half these motherfuckers get on some perks or some ecstasy and just get to talking like gangsters and nigga don't even know how to load a clip up. They damn self. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to pop a gun apart, clean and do what they gotta do in order for that motherfucker, get that motherfucker jam on them while they getting cracking. They wouldn't even know how to get back in motion. You get what I'm saying? Like a nigga tired of vouching for niggas like that. And there shouldn't be no money in the world to make you mess with that nigga. So you gotta love him for doing that. You got to.
Yeah, he could have easily hurry up and did the verse and sent him back and been like, I don't know nothing about no snitching. I ain't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have easily copped out.
And ain't no video coming out. Or I did the verse before he snitched. You get what I'm saying? He could have did whatever. Then I heard Bandman Kevo tried to get some money back from Gunna too. Bandman Kevo, I don't know. I don't know him, so I can't speak on him, but he pretty fraud himself. I see Bandman Kevo telling on the murder too.
Let's get into that. You know, Bandman Kevo paid Gunna $250K for a feature. You know, a month or two before the YSL case came out. And, you know, they did the song, they did the video, they did everything. He got locked up and it never came out. You know, they...
That's a month. What was you waiting on? They tried to perform with him? You was riding. You should have dropped your shit before the paperwork came out. That's some dick riding ass shit anyway. Everything got the business handled. Why you didn't drop the video? That's my whole shit. Like, you can't ask for your money back because before he was a rat, he did this. You were holding on to the song like, oh, I'm not gonna drop it till he come home and I'm gonna perform it with him. That's what you wasn't finna do. You already got bapped upside your head. Once the motherfucker charge you that much for a feature, it lets you know your relationship with him. This is business, gang. I'm not taking you on tour with me. And then who the fuck is listening to Bandman Kevo? Who the fuck is listening to him? Like, sell your scammer stories and do what you do. Go get your BBL. Like, you are in the wrong. Like, you are just in the, your whole play is in the wrong. But if he ain't never had no paperwork and he can still go to his hood, which I don't never see him in Chicago, If he could go to his hood and he got his money together and he ain't never told on nobody, shout out Batman Kevo. I see Batman Kevo going out bad too. Ain't nothing happened to him yet. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happened to him yet. He'll probably tell on the nigga that robbed him for all that jury. For sure. If he had the option to claim his insurance, if he had to make a police report to get his insurance money back for the chain, he's definitely giving your name up. 100%. 100%. I don't see Batman Kevo. I'm telling you, I read people, man.
So you definitely think he's wrong for trying to get his money back?
Because all the business was handled before he even ratted. It wasn't like he was a rat and holding it up under the wraps the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Gunna really didn't rat like 6ix9ine ratted. You get what I'm saying? Like he accepted a plea deal in which he should have pleaded out to the shit that he did. When they bought up somebody else's business, he should have said, I don't know. If this is what it takes for me to come home, maybe I'm not coming home today. I don't know. But was it public record, the shit that he said? YSL being in the game and they committed gang and committing crimes? That's already public record. Before the whole Fulton County Jail screaming out slat. You get what I'm saying? Even though the people from the label might not have been committing crimes, it's motherfuckers yelling YSL that have committed crimes and they are in jail. So with you having knowledge that you know a motherfucker went to jail and he from YSL and he was on some gang shit, it's not wrong because it's already public record. But for you to tell a DA that's not your friend. Like for him to tell me that, like, hey, you knew YSL was a gang though, right? You know what I'm saying? They was committing crimes before you even got into this shit. And he like, yeah, bro. That's not your bro. So you can't tell the DA that. She can't ask you a question like that and you say, yes, ma'am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, fuck you, do your job. Do you know? Yeah, you can just tell her to do your job. You didn't have to speak on Gunna and the whole situation.
Now, at some point soon, Young Thug is going to go on trial for this RICO case. And one of the things that was surprising to me is they're talking about bringing in 120 witnesses. And on their list of witnesses that they want to bring in is being reported that they want to call Lil Wayne, Birdman, Rich the Kid, and other rappers to testify against Young Thug.
That lets you know that they're digging. You shouldn't need 120 people to come in as witnesses to talk about. What are we talking about? Like, if you're calling all these other rappers in, that's proving that I'm a rapper, that I'm not gang affiliated. If like at one point, like I respect Kevin Liles and to protect black art, and like the only thing we have is not the only thing we have, but we found something that works for us and that's creating generational wealth for our families and stuff. Like, we're good at sports when they counted us out. You know what I'm saying? We're good at music. We're also good at politics, and really black people are, some of us are undereducated, but that's what they put in our book. Like, they don't teach us what we need to be taught, like in our schools and stuff, in order to, you know what I'm saying, come out businessmen as soon as we come out of school. Like, it's a lot of, what can I say? Like, it's a lot of shit we don't get taught. Or the criteria, or like the teaching criteria and the expectations for us to excel in life are very low. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on is they're not implicating credit and all the stuff that we need to know about before we get out of school in order for us to be business. So what we do have is black art. We are rappers. A motherfucker calling 20, 30 more rappers to come testify on a rapper to call him a gang member is contradicting yourself. So hopefully Brian Steele eats that up. Like, why do you have rappers on here? You, if anything, have other gang members on there that's gonna snitch him out and take that you did see him participate in gang activities and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Dead homies. Don't have a motherfucker that's doing the same thing as me come try to tell you what the fuck is going on in my life. Lil Wayne and Birdman, we all know why they calling him to trial. You get what I'm saying? Like, Lil Wayne's tour bus was shot up. They did try to blame Thug, whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying? So, are we gonna still listen to Lil Wayne after he comes and testifies again? I doubt Lil Wayne shows up. I doubt these people even show up. You get what I'm saying? Birdman, he's a billionaire. He's supposed to be a blood. They never put a RICO on him. So what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you bringing all these people? Yeah, I hope Brian Steele takes that and eats it. Another thing is, what's the name?
Fannie T. Willis?
Yeah, she got an old slave name. Oh, Fannie, you dirty bitch. Let me be the one to tell you, you are the dirtiest bitch that's ever been a DA. Now that I'm not here with Mondo and it won't affect his case, Brian Steele needs to address the fact that the only one YSL member that's not on it's not one, but one of the co-founders that wasn't on the RICO was one of your clients when you were a lawyer. You fought a case for him. It didn't have a lot to do with gangbanging, but what I get out of it is that, oh, you've already fought a case for somebody from YSL. Now that you're on the other side, you're not defending criminals no more, you're prosecuting them. Now you call an indictment on a gang that you're familiar with because you fought a case for one of these dudes. That's conflict of interest. That case should be thrown out. You get what I'm saying? That's a dirty bitch to even try to take my brother to trial and through all of this shit when the way that you gained your information could be that you fucking, it's not for Mondo, but you know about the YSL and the shit that's going on Cleveland because you've been defending these people. So now you turning your back on them, these people that cashed you out, they paid you cash to defend them. And now that you're getting paid by the government, you're working against them. That's not fair. There's no way to go to your trial can't be fair. You get what I'm saying? That lady knows too much about you already, and the way that she knows about you because she was an ally at one point.
Conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. So, you know what I'm saying? Free the slime, he'll be home soon. I just hope that his lawyer is able to, you know what I'm saying, go in there and present these facts. So hopefully, Brian Steele, if you see this, you know what I'm saying, I'm right here with you. You know what I'm saying? Take the Bricc advice, man. Go in there and get my boy up out of this. You know what I'm saying? It's illegal what they doing to him.
Definitely. Free Young Thug, man.
I mean, and then my thing is to these rappers that's getting millions and all that shit, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to separate all them bullshit people that's in your circle that's been, you know what I'm saying, up under you, feeding off of you, trying to be your friend because you got money, but these motherfuckers still fucking up in the street and committing crimes and then pulling up to the studio with you. You got to nip that in the bud. You a millionaire now. You know what I'm saying? I pull up on you and kick it with y'all where y'all at. Outside of that, until you get your life right, you can't come around this because I'm setting this up for my family. We separating that. Separate the streets from your business. And you know what I'm saying? Because they targeting black people with money. They don't want us to have money. Black and brown. I know you hip to the rap scene in California, right? You see all the
Yep.
Swifty Blues and the Bravos and the, what's the other young dude that's in jail, Peso. They once you start cracking, they don't want you, like now you getting paid more than the officer that been harassing you your whole life. They don't like it. They don't like that they're going to work from 9 to 5 and you're making millions over saying fuck them on the record. You know what I mean? So make sure your backyard is clean also, because they're checking. They got their head over the fence.
Rappers are definitely much more of a target than they've ever been before.
Ever. It's like, feel like it started with Bobby Shmurda and it ain't stopped. It might have been before that, but I feel like it's Bobby Shmurda. You know what I'm saying? Now these other DAs are piggybacking off the shit, you know what I'm saying, that rap police shit. So, you know what I'm saying, just watch your ass, because New York is doing a whole lot of this shit too. And then another person, Pablo Juan, like, he in a situation that he don't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? They just hide motherfuckers. So just be on your game. Like, you gotta kind of cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? At this point, they making this. And it's like, if you still want to get the money, they making it hard, even on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can't even like be yourself on YouTube no more. No cussing, no smoking, no doing this, no doing that. No, you know what I'm saying? All the shit that black people got going on and people from the trenches got going on to get views. But then you could turn around and a motherfucker could shoot a gun in a video and teach you how to use it. And that could get 1 million views and they could get paid off of that shit. But let you have a gun in your video, it's a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you smoking weed, it's legal. What the fuck are we talking about? If you're checking that it's not kid friendly, it's not kid friendly. What the fuck are we stopping our monetization for? Like, this is a platform where you could be you, and now all of a sudden, rappers are profiting so much they taking them out of algorithm. It's crazy. It's like, oh, your page was doing that. Oh, we're taking your page due to this. Like, look, bro. When I first started watching YouTube, y'all had movies on there. Y'all had all type of unlicensed ass shit going on, and y'all was eating off of it, and y'all didn't have a problem with it. But now that it has something to do with black people eating on your platform, it's a problem. So my whole thing is, stop giving your rights to the music to these motherfuckers who ain't live like us. You get what I'm saying? Like, stop even letting them in the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with YouTube and all that, we should find a way to cut them up off and start our own networks. Like, at the end of the day, they need us. You get what I'm saying? Now, if we took every vlog and every YouTube series and took it to another platform, they'd get right. They'd get right, but it takes for everybody to stand together and everybody to take that loss at the same time, to where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, they serious. You know, unions go on strike all the time when they ain't feeling how the head dude is running the union. You get what I'm saying? Like, just out here, the cafeteria workers weren't getting the right benefits and the money and all that in LA Unified School District. I was 6ix9ine, and they just had a strike. My kids was out of school for like a week. You get what I'm saying? But it was because of the union. The teachers went on strike with the cafeteria workers to show that these are regular human beings too. And if you're not gonna treat them like you treat us, and they're dealing with nutrition for the kids and making sure that your kids are fed every day, and the kids at your school, they're watching them, they have to deal with the bullshit in the lines. They're exposed to the same viruses, COVID and all that from your kids when they come in, but they don't deserve the same benefits as the lady that's teaching or the principal, or, you know what I'm saying, just because you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stand for something at some point. So it's like, it's a way we could do it. We could all go on strike. The whole industry could go on strike. We could start another YouTube called NewTube. You know what I'm saying? To cut them off, as long as everybody that's a part of the culture comes at the same time and stop posting shit. You know how much they gonna lose if Funny Mike leave, if Aiden Ross leave, if Kai Cenat leaves, if, you know what I'm saying, if all of these head YouTubers, CJ So Cool, all these are people of color. Even, you know what I'm saying, if Cam Capone leaves, if Vlad, if academics, if everybody gets the fuck on, then what? They're gonna have to get right. They can't just stop. Like what we do, a motherfucker has an option. They don't have to click, watch this video. So you know what I'm saying, like I don't really feel it. They trying to
It would take everybody coming together, man. All the big platforms, and if everybody got together and decided that, you know what I'm saying, things needed to change.
They definitely gonna have to hop in with us. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to hop in line with us. I bet you shit change. But I seen that YouTube kind of uplifted a couple restrictions recently. You know what I'm saying? Due to, you know what I'm saying? Like you just making our job harder. Like stick with what got you here. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's not breaking the law, like us posting this video, like let the police do their job and you just collect your check and sit back. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not about if a motherfucker don't like what's going on your platform, tell them don't check in. You get what I'm saying? Use another platform. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as these Karens, because it's only the people that hate blacks that are submitting these, you know what I mean? Like they're submitting, oh, this is to that, this is to this. This is YouTube. This shit wasn't for nothing else but a platform to hear about other people. You get what I'm saying? Like this is YouTube. This is where this shit goes on. This ain't CNN. This ain't regular TV. This not channel 1 through 13. If you want some shit like that that's going by a guideline for the world, go fuck with them regular channels. You get what I'm saying?
Morant, the basketball player.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah.
He's gotten in a lot of trouble. He was on video, flashing what looked like a gun on Instagram Live, man. He's also been, accused of, threatening mall securities and
whooping kids' ass and all type of shit.
Getting in all types of trouble, man.
That's another one of them fake rapping ass niggas.
He got a $200 million contract.
Yeah. What the fuck you want to live like a rapper for? If you ain't from the trenches, why do you get money and want to live like this where you from? And everybody that's in the trenches want to be like you. The fuck are you even doing? You got 200 million. We know it's a gun somewhere around you. You got security. Outside of your homeboys or whoever you, and then nobody even bringing light to the fact that this bitch ass nigga Ja that told him it wasn't his gun. Oh, it wasn't even my gun in the video. So who gun was it, Ja? I'd take the case for him though. It was my gun for sure. Give me $1 million, it was my gun. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't tripping and I feel the people around him, but it's like, hey, you already going against the community rules. This trench life you trying to live, you can't say it wasn't your gun now. You was just in the camera, so what, somebody else gotta be getting in trouble for your dumbass being in the strip club pulling out a blick? Like, come on, let's make it make sense. Like, I fuck with Ja Morant, but you a suburban black kid. Be a suburban black kid. Your dad did all that shit to get you to the NBA, my nigga. Play basketball. We with you the same way. You can listen to the rap, you can be a part of the culture, but shit, you not finna kill nothing, you not finna do none of that. You going up to high schools, nigga, you a grown man. Tripping about your little sister, you got too much money for that. And if you was from the trenches, for real, the niggas around you wouldn't even let you do that. They'd be up there like, man, stay at home, we finna pull up. But you know what I'm saying? That's like a black B-Rad to me, from Malibu Most Wanted. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like, you doing too much, my boy. Just chill out. You're never gonna use that gun. You can't do a drive-by. You can't pop out, walk nothing down, being Ja Morant. Like, what are we doing? Like, what's gonna push you to your limits? What's gonna make you do that? Because you saying that you down with NBA Youngboy and them, when you see Dirk, what you gonna get cracking? Like when you see Dirk, you gonna keep that same energy, or you gonna be on some, oh, I'm a basketball player ass shit, when all them OTF niggas on your ass? Or is your security gonna be on their ass? Like, let's be real. If one of them niggas rob you, beat the shit out you, or shoot you in one of them legs and you can't dunk no more, are you gonna tell on them? Stay in your lane, gang. We like what you doing, but stay in your lane.
How do you feel about him, allegedly throwing up Crip multiple times?
I don't 6ix9ine, run it in. You know what's up. He ain't fucking with the gangland like that. You throwing them ends up, that's gonna cost you, nigga. That's what I was gonna say anyway. That's gonna cost you anyway. What you wanna do, pay the Crips for the rest of your life? Because that's gonna cost you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never been to the 60s, nigga. You keep throwing up ends and all that shit when you in throwing up C's and all that, nigga. You ain't even from this shit. You ain't even from this shit, no way, shape, or form. Like, when you get put on in Memphis, dead homies. Like, come on, let's be real, cuz. Like, start being real with yourself. You a basketball player, cuz. You want to come step into this field, we can show you a whole lot about this shit. Matter of fact, set up a meeting for me and John Morant, since he want to be a Crip. 6ix9ine, I bet you he don't never show up. And it's on some friendly shit. I don't got no beef with you, John. You like the face of, like, the NBA. You like the new face of the NBA, and you with this, you claim you a part of the culture, man. Be the positive side of the culture, like you been. You don't got no felonies. You didn't grow up fucking shit up and all that. You might have smoked some weed or whatever the case is, but come pull up on me. Look, we gonna hang out this summer on the off season. Since you wanna be with this, dead homies, I bet you don't be picking up my phone and all that, because our regular life, our regular everyday life, you gonna be scared of, and then you gonna be thinking that we putting you in the middle of that, but we just coming to kick it and all that. Like, you gonna see all this aggression, and you gonna see how we really act, like, you know what I'm saying? But this is just us being normal, no problems or nothing. You're not gonna wanna be a part of that, so stop acting like that's what you wanna be a part of. When them fades get issued out, when the ops come slide, do you really wanna be a part of this? With 200 million? Let me know something. Like, nigga, stop throwing that shit up. Like, nigga don't f with you. Draymond give back to the community. So it's like, when Draymond do it, like, hey, man, all right, hey, you shouting us out in a positive way, because you over here giving, you give backpacks, you give food. Nigga, our kids ain't never benefited off of John Morant. What is you throwing that shit up on like, come on, bro. You get what I'm saying? And then you throwing up 60s and you kicking it with, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's your end? Quando Rondo? Who do you know over here? Come on, my boy.
The biggest news coming out of hip hop, man, which has been crazy. 6ix9ine got,
got the
destroyed,
case of the beats.
Beat and destroyed at an LA Fitness, man. What was your first reactions when you seen the news?
Man, it was a parade inside my city. Look, nah. I mean, when a snitch get due diligence and he didn't die, though, that was the best part about it. You get what I'm saying? You gotta live with that. You gotta live with that shit. All that niggas ain't gonna do shit, they ain't gonna do shit, they ain't gonna do shit. You're hiding. You're not popping out for real. You popped out by yourself. You see what happens. Only time, that was time, nigga. Then I heard you was in videos dissing Latin Kings, dropping their shit and all that. That's why they got on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Even after the snitching, you still beefing with the Latin Kings. I think they beef with Treyway up there. I think they beef with the Billies, the 9 Treys. And you still acting like you from 9 Trey. You dropping they shit. You just so controversial, you needed your ass whooped. And then when you get your ass whooped, what do? You snitched again. Stop trying to be hard, bro. Stop trying to be hard, because the first time you said, oh, let me see what these gonna do. Let me see what these gonna do if these motherfuckers is got all this money and the feds telling them they got life. And let's see if these gonna stay solid for some that don't give a about them. All right, that's cool. Now you got your ass whooped like a man. They beat the shit out you. They didn't shoot you. They didn't do nothing. You talk about they robbed you for your cell phone. So now they got robbery cases and all that shit. And you know you've been taunting the streets this whole time. You are a bitch. You need to stay overseas, cuz on the dead homies. Stay away from this type of shit. On 6ix9ine. Or stay in Beverly. Like, it's ways, like I tell people all the time. You want to exist in the culture with no problems, go get with Drake and ask him how he stays out of all the bullshit. I love Drake for that. Drake beefing with Serena Williams, baby daddy, man. That nigga, he ain't, man, he don't give a fuck about what's going on in the streets. This nigga is bitches and living his life. And you know what I'm saying? If he do happen to run across some street niggas, he salute him. You know what I'm saying? And get out the way. Hey, I'm Drake. I'm not Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Drake, man. I'm going to sing to your bitch. I might knock you for your bitch, but that's as far as I'm going. I ain't trying to. You know what I mean? That's that. So that's why I be like, man, yeah, I get with Drake. Y'all patting the way y'all move off of Drake, because he damn sure don't get into no bullshit, ain't never in the middle of it or nothing.
What'd you think about people who were mad about everybody celebrating that he got jumped?
Well, that's the snitch lovers. That's the other 75, 80% of the world. You got to think, it's only, maybe it might be 95% of the world. Like, it's only 10% of us that think the way we think. Everybody else is paying taxes to the government, so they using the government for their protection because they're paying the taxes to them. So if they're paying tax dollars to these police, they're using that phone to call the mother. And it's just how it goes. You get what I'm saying? They don't have no, you get what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no, what was he supposed to do? Get a head up? That's why I wash my hands with the cowboy shit. What you supposed to do? Tell and get a head up? You supposed to tell and come meet up with me and box about it? No, nigga, you supposed to die for real. So whatever you get out of it, you won. You won. You kept your life, nigga. Keep on moving. Take your licking like a man, because you like, and that's what I was saying about my boy Draco incident. You can only be so mad at these people for doing what they did because, and I don't fuck with the niggas who did it, but if you taunt a motherfucker back to back and they catch you, they handling business. You know what I'm saying? This shit is business. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the mix of all this, they handling their business, cause you been challenging me to a duel or whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then when it happens, and I'm not, and it's fucked up because that's my homeboy, but it's like, then when it happens, you can't be mad, but you can handle business. You know what I'm saying? And the business can be handled still. You know what I'm saying? For any nigga that think it's sweet. But you can't be mad. You can't put your feelings into that shit because little bro kept on taunting these niggas. You get what I'm saying? So I don't have a heart for motherfuckers who taunt and then get what they got coming. And I'm not saying that for Draco, but I'm saying that for 6ix9ine. Like, Draco, you stood on your business like a man. You was fighting. You didn't see the knife cuz on 6ix9ine. So it was a terrible night in LA. You get what I'm saying? But at least he stood on what he stood on and he went out for it. You get what I'm saying? He didn't change his mind. He didn't run. He didn't do none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you get a Purple Heart when you die, but he definitely get, you know what I'm saying, a real nigga award, I guess, if that was what it was worth.
Did you ever talk to Draco and ask him to stop the taunting and everything?
Draco don't listen to nobody. That's hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? But he meant business. I was in jail with him. He was squabbling them niggas, getting on their ass every time that he ran across one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too much you could preach to a motherfucker that's handling business. It's just sad when the business end like that. You know what I'm saying?
You said you were locked up with him. He talked about running a lot of fades in LA County before, man. You know, what was it like for Draco in there?
I mean, he was more known rapper than me, for sure. But what it was like in there was I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of Inglewood niggas scared of him. I seen a gang of Inglewood just go on a tier and be fans of this nigga, and he like, who's you talking to? Like, nigga, watch out before I beat your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on the hood, like, they wanted him. Then he ended up getting sent to high power because he tweeted something and the fans start, I guess, allegedly threatening the DA. So the DA put him in high power so he didn't have no communication to the streets. He only could call his lawyer. He was like that for 2 years. He only could be on the phone with his lawyer. He can't receive no mail. He can't do this. He can't do that. So very stressful for Draco. I could only imagine how stressful it was because I wasn't as known as him and I was posting shit. It could have went the same way for me. And the motherfucker been in a little ass cell all day and the police got to escort you to the shower, to the day room and be on the side of you all day. But as far as these regular niggas inside of there, you know what I'm saying, he come from the trenches too. Just because he wasn't from a gang, he was over them. I don't really know too many, like, shout out Tiny Munchy B, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too many Inglewood niggas that could squabble like that. And I'm just keeping it real. 6ix9ine, Inglewood niggas, I ain't seen too many of them that just had it. But I have ran into a couple of them that had it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Tiny Munchy. Shout out Bisco. Little nigga with a squabble. Anyway, I'm from neighborhood, but shout out them niggas, cuz I'm hood. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go down the list of y'all squabblers, but on 6ix9ine, it was a couple of them that you got to tilt your hat off to. But we really fighting the 60, so it's different.
I seen you had a video where you kind of gave some ops some props.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a real nigga. Like, if I only could exist because of y'all. As far as a mother getting put to the test, so the ones that tested a nigga shit and continually put pressure on people in the area, I mean, why not give them their flowers? Why not? You a real nigga from over there. You ain't never told, you holding it down, nigga. We done been through all type of shit, nigga. We both sitting right here like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It ain't too many people like us. 6ix9ine just got his ass whooped and told. You know how many times I done got jumped or motherfucker caught me slipping, we fighting it, or a motherfucker got popped on. I done got shot twice for slipping. You get what I'm saying? I done got shot 2 separate occasions for nigga, and I wasn't even slipping. I had blicked both times. It just was, you know what I mean? So it's just like, nigga, all the ops that holding it down, no smut, you know what I'm saying? Been through these county jails, ran their phase, been on the streets, did what they had to do to be what they had to be in the streets, nigga. I salute it. Definitely.
Now, GBO Gaston.
He ain't dead yet?
He's not dead yet.
Oh, shit.
You
Where
know,
he been at?
Well, so, you know, as a lot of people, I don't know about everybody from, you know, outside of Cali, but, you know, he was running amok, man. He was, you know, dissing Nipsey. He was going to Adam 22's house. He went to Whack 100's house. I mean, you know, he was just constantly.
He was a hell of a troll.
Definitely. And then all of a sudden, he was just gone.
Out of
like
here.
He just stopped.
They whooped his ass, remember?
I didn't see that video, but I did see a video recently where he was apologizing. And he was like, yo, I am not about that life. I was just trying to be like you guys. They made him apologize for the Nipsey Hussle stuff and all that.
I could see that. I could see that happening, but he was just a hell of a troll. I probably blame that on COVID. He was sitting in the house and thought of some bullshit to do. He was sitting in the house thinking of bullshit, how he could become famous and how he could reach out to these people and niggas start controversy, but he don't understand that controversy don't die when the camera cut off. And that's probably what he's living with. He probably like, nigga, I'm tired of motherfuckers He probably had to go to jail because he was living reckless. He probably went to jail for a couple months and kept getting his ass whooped. And wasn't being, you know what I'm saying, accepted as a real nigga because you kept on going to like all these measures to try to diss everybody. Like, didn't he shoot at somebody on camera from 40s?
Shit, I think
he was on live and he drove by and pop shot it at him or some shit.
He definitely shot something at somebody.
Yeah, so, like I said, I don't know. I ain't trying to get him in trouble, but I'm just going over his events. Like, you going to the hood at nighttime, throwing piss on Nipsey picture, all right. You did that when we wasn't nowhere around. Like, you kept doing, like, clown shit. But let Adam had came out with that legal gun and you would have hopped over into his yard and he would have whacked your dumb ass, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing all that, like, for views, and he probably like, now I'm not even getting no views. Because he got his ass whooped. Go look it up. If you look up that video, he got his ass whooped pretty bad. They was kicking him and all type of shit. Damn near had it. I think they ripped him out of his shirt and all type of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? He probably had some life-changing events that you know what I'm saying? Some people just grow up too. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out GBO if you is changing your life, but you know what I'm saying? You a fuck nigga, you can never come around here. Ain't no apologies. Not with that Nipsey shit. I don't really play with that shit.
Well, I ran across this website that I want to show you, bro. And they are selling gang t-shirts, like rolling 60s, and it's crazy, bro. I want to show you.
Let me see.
Hold on, let me. Can you see it from here?
Wow. And they got white people modeling this shit?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Look, they got this shit right here. They even got they got G Perico.
Unite. That's crazy. Yeah, that's some sick shit right there. So who's responsible for this website?
The website is called Redbubble. I'm not sure who's responsible for it.
I mean, shit, if you can capitalize off the culture like everybody else, go ahead. Fuck, who am I to tell you that shit? Like, hey, you want to sell Rolling 60 t-shirts and all that shit? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. They need to get indicted for that shit like they indict everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you got white people like trying to, but it's probably like one of them smart Klansmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's own this black shit. They killing each other. Like, let's add salt to the wounds. Let's sell them t-shirts so they can get killed. And I mean, nobody's gonna buy that Moving, Rolling, Grooving, Unite shirt.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Nigga ain't uniting with neither one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is, I'm with the peace, right? But if we gonna push peace on 6ix9ine, when a motherfucker, if we peace treaty again with another hood, and them motherfuckers come back around and something happens to one of my homeboys, and y'all don't kill the nigga who did it, fuck a discipline. You gotta get rid of the poison. Because if you supposed to be the shot caller of where you from, and we all shot callers, and a motherfucker tell them, stand down, we ain't doing that no more, and they double back and go do it, that's the cancer right there. Motherfucker ain't listening. Ain't no more stepping stool. Ain't nobody answering to nothing no more. So if the motherfucker don't get killed for that shit, I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, he gotta die. All that whooping his ass and all that shit, nigga. He come back around here after we set a peace treaty, it's not to be double back on. Or just do it. That's why I don't come to no peace treaties. I did that shit when I was either 16 or 17. We had a peace treaty with the Hoovers, and we went to the Coliseum and all that shit. All that shit did was let the ops see everybody's face. It was a peace treaty for a couple weeks. Them motherfuckers thought since it was a peace treaty that they could come kick it on Crenshaw. And it ended there like it's a peace treaty. I mean, don't come over here, we don't come over there. That don't mean we friends. You know what I'm saying? It was cool one night, then it was like, hey man, listen, y'all gotta get the fuck from over here.
Take me through it, man. How did the peace treaty come together, and
Through the
how did it
Muslims.
fall apart?
Through the Muslims, Farrakhan and all not the little Muslims, but all the Muslim brothers that was in prison, and they already united. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, once you push your religion in jail, it's kind of your job to not get involved with the gang politics no more and try to better, you know what I mean? Like once you if you really pushing that program, then if you pushing that agenda, a month is supposed to come home and create peace. So Farrakhan got a couple gang leaders along with Jim Brown, I think with the Unity One people. And we used the Coliseum right there on Figueroa and King, us, the 40s, and the Hoovers, we was all there. We had a peace treaty. You know what I'm saying? We was supposed to cut the violence. This was in 2003 or 4, some shit like that. We were supposed to cut the violence out or whatever. I mean, it got cracking in the next 2 weeks. And nothing happened. Like, we was kids, so yeah, I didn't give a fuck about that peace shit. So I ain't gonna lie and say that I was a part of that shit. I went, and it was the same thing with me. Like, oh, now I know what cuz look like. I know what cuz look like. You get what I'm saying? It's like, all right, now we spinning on, but now they know what I look like too. So when you come through here and the mother trying to play the skies, walking and all that shit, you popping out on the nigga. It's only exposing your guns. It ain't really creating peace. It's like, oh yeah, now we know what's going on. And then if you let them kick it in your hood and then it goes sour, now they know all the hangouts. So it's like, if it ain't real peace, then that shit. I'm not pushing no peace treaty. I don't be with that shit. Cause it ain't no peace. And then every motherfucker that push for peace and, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, nigga, and Martin Luther King's and Malcolm X's, you see what happened to the good man at the end of the day. The good guy always get wrote out the script.
It's hard, from what I've seen, it's really hard for peace treaties to work out because there's just always going to be one person that fucks it up.
But shit, how you telling somebody who dad got killed or who brother got killed to stop beefing?
Yeah.
You can't really tell a motherfucker to stop beefing. Like, it's hard. Like, unless that person, it's no way to bring it. Like, the bloodshed is what make it worse. If it ain't no bloodshed, you could push for peace. Like, if ain't nobody died, like, even between us and the Rolling 40s, we was like this. There's some shit happened and we became enemies, but we trying to mend it back together. We was trying to mend it back together for years, but it's like certain motherfuckers who died in the process, motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that shit for real. Like, it's cool, it's a ceasefire type shit, but it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no, we back. We was like the same hood. I go be over there all day, they'd be over here all day. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that. Now it ain't.
Yeah. Since we last did an interview, some of the big news that came out, man, was that it was actually on the front page of the newspaper over there in Chicago, was that King Von allegedly, put $100,000 on FBG Duck. I guess it started out as 50, but then they upped it, and all this came out, the paperwork came out and everything. And, it was some really big news, man. What'd you think when you first seen that news?
I mean, gotta have money to beefing with them niggas with money. You better have some money to go ahead and hide yourself or whatever you gonna do. Can't go to war without the funding. You get what I'm saying? If he funded the war, he dead now, shit. But I commend that shit. Not like that, but it's like if you really out here, you got beef with these niggas and you got money and you got a chance to get them out the way, hey, that's a part of the game. I respect the shooter. All times. I respect the motherfucker going to go handle the business, bro. Because it's a lot of people that talk about it and there's a lot of niggas that don't get it done. He wasn't just rapping about it. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Go full-fledged or don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them. And I ain't saying that he did or didn't, but shit, I salute that shit, nigga. And I not because a duck died. Like, I don't know duck. I don't beef with the GDs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me just picking sides because it's OTF shit and all that. No. On the hood. You got the business handle, however it got handled. How the word got out that you did is some living in 2020 shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is talking too much. How do they even know that you dead? How do they even know that you dead? So is it nigga Von's mom, Duck's mom keep on acting like she a gangster, but she's fucking with the police at the same time and running the OnlyFans? Like, I don't commend her for shit that's going on. Like, your son died. Go sit down, auntie. Go take care. Like, come on, cuz, what do you got an OnlyFans for? You're gonna be a disgrace to your son like that? So your son died, you get some fame to show your ass on OnlyFans? Like, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be Mama Duck, you big 63rd and all that. You supporting that shit when motherfuckers rapping and all that, but then when some motherfuckers get clapped behind it, my mama would never support this Crip shit. My mom's I'm never gonna go in the house and tell her, hey, we finna go spin on this nigga and knock this nigga down. And she know the play. She's never gonna say, hey, yeah, son, go get your man. Be a mom, cuz. On 6ix9ine. That shit ain't straight. What the fuck are you talking to me about that? If you gonna go do something, go do it, you stupid motherfucker. What you telling me for? That's the type of shit that comes out of mother's mouth. You get what I'm saying? Like you want to be an asshole, do what you go ahead, do your thing. But the whole shit is, it was cool when everybody was dissing each other in them songs, though. You was bumping them songs, y'all was getting the money from it. You was like them niggas too. Then your son got blew up. What you telling for? The fuck are you working with the police for? Like, I don't understand it, and I don't respect it none. You don't see D-Thang mama going to go tell on no nigga. You get what I'm saying? You don't see that type of shit going on. But you know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit, like, at the end of the day. And I'm saying, like, the internet has ruined the world. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just living in the demise of the internet. Like, it is what it is. We just living in the aftermath, man. These cameras, all this technology, 6ix9ine changed the way thugs are thugs. That's why
It did. It changed a lot, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, one of the big debates that's been going on the internet is who would win a verse, Lil Wayne or 50 Cent? And I always feel that, like, the older generation dudes are always going to side with 50 Cent, and the newer generation dudes are always going to with Lil Wayne.
Get Rich or Die Trying is the only. All right, let me take that back. The G Unit mixtape with My Buddy and all that shit, classic. All the songs, you can run that through. Get Rich or Die Trying, dope. What was the other one? The Massacre or something?
Yep, The Massacre, his second album.
It was over with. It was over with after that. That had about like 3 or 4 on there. Well, who was listening to 50 after that? Lil Wayne did it from, well, I'm a younger generation, so I was with him with Squad Up. So you know what I'm saying, with the Squad. But Lil Wayne did it with 500 Degrees. He did it with the Carter 2, Carter 3. I Can't Feel My Face, Gangsta Grills, all of the Gangsta Grills with drama, Sorry for the Waits. Like, are you crazy? This dude got hits on other people's beats that he could play. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, he could play Let Me Upgrade You beat and rip that motherfucker. He went crazy on the Upgrade You beat. The Beyonce beat, like, 50, you're not that talented. You're not that talented. There's no way possible that you win in the versus battle with Lil Wayne. I'm not even finna let you think that way. Yeah, you made more money. You might have made more money faster than him. You get what I'm saying? That's because he was tied into a deal. You was older when you started rapping. He was tied into a deal from when he was a kid that had him upside down for damn near his whole life. You get what I'm saying? And you can't blame whatever, you know what I'm saying? Birdman raised him, took care of him as a kid, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame the people in the deal. He got his due diligence in court. So, you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to talk about. But at the end of the day, you ain't got more hits than Lil Wayne. It ain't no way possible. I can't even let you think that way. You're not even rapping like Lil Wayne. You ain't going bar for bar. You've never been that lyrical. You got Lil Wayne. I mean, you got a song called Clickety Clank, Clickety Clank. Money going into my piggity bank. Lil Wayne would have never let that be a hook. It's too simple. You get what I'm saying? Like you went diamond, you did that. Lil Wayne goes diamond. Like it's not. I mean, you're not Lil Wayne. No way possible. You wasn't 14 years old telling mother the block is hot. You wasn't out there bling bling. Lil Wayne started a whole term. You get what I'm saying? Like bling bling came from Lil Wayne on Juvenile on the 400 Degrees album. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna go into it, but 50, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want me on BMF, you want me on Power or something, I'm with you. Don't go into that battle with Lil Wayne feeling like you gonna win. Please. You got more action, and motherfuckers gonna hate it when I say it. You got more action at trying to go see Jay-Z with that shit. Jay-Z's a better fit for him. Because Lil Wayne will rip Jay-Z in the verses.
I don't know, bro. Jay got a lot of hits, man. Jay got a lot of hits, bro. He did it a long time too.
All right.
He got a lot of classics.
So what I'm trying to tell you at this point, when the crowd raps a Jay-Z song with Jay-Z and when the crowd raps a Lil Wayne song with Lil Wayne, where's the energy gonna be at?
Jay-Z's crowd is much older. You're right.
It doesn't even matter. It's just the whole shit. Jay-Z one of my favorite rappers. Like I could give you the Black Eye, I could give you Dynasty, I could give you the Blueprint, I could give you all that shit word for word, cuz that was Lil Wayne's favorite rapper. But facts are facts. Lil Wayne has mixtapes that will rip these dudes' whole shit up. And if motherfuckers don't want to believe it, just let them play the shit. You know what I'm saying? I said ain't nobody gonna agree with me. He didn't make $2 billion, you know. He didn't marry Beyonce. That didn't carry your career, did it? That didn't just boost him out the park. And that didn't happen though, right?
Yeah, no, but Jay had a lot of hits before
but that didn't
Beyonce.
happen though. That's what I'm saying. The Rihanna and Beyonce shit didn't add no. I'm just saying, like, okay, Nas, Jay-Z can rap. Jay-Z can rap, but New York rap been over with for. Like, are we talking about verses with a 96? You get what I'm saying? Like, they're better off rapping because they're the same generation, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can rap you all that shit. Hard Knocks Life and all that shit. But Lil Wayne can. His punchlines were crazy, bro. His metaphors and all that shit was sick. And he's not from New York, he's from the South. That shit started up there. You can't see cuz bar for bar. If you listen to the shit that Lil Wayne is saying in them songs, like fuck, bar for bar, every bar is a punchline. You get what I'm saying? That's talent. And Jay-Z, you was writing your shit. Lil Wayne freestyled all that shit. So that's where I wash my hands at.
Was Lil Wayne your favorite rapper?
Him and Jay-Z. Him and Jay-Z.
Him and Jay-Z.
Yep.
Okay.
Him and Jay-Z. I fuck with Hov. Don't get me on here and then Hov be hating me. I fuck with Hov and his whole movement. But You don't got more hits than Wayne. Maybe my age or what I like to listen to, I don't know, but you ain't got more hits than Weezy. Your influence on the game, Lil Wayne got everybody wearing skinny jeans. Lil Wayne had everybody wearing Reeboks and white t-shirts, soldieries and white tees and the Jabot jeans and shit like that, wearing they rag this way. Jay-Z, I've never really seen too many people try to be like you.
Jay-Z, he was pretty influential, bro. He you know, what was it, like the button-up shirts where he said to stop wearing or to wear them, or you know what I'm saying? He had the auto-tune thing.
He took an L with the auto-tune shit. The death of auto-tune, silence, he started dropping albums every 5 years after that.
What happened?
I said he came to, what auto-tune did he kill? What rappers did he get? Because rap is all auto-tune. Still to this day. Where did you kill the auto-tune at? Because who don't rap with auto-tune do not have that many plaques. Kendrick, shout out Kendrick. But Meek Mill is like somebody that's up under you. Meek Mill is a real influence to the culture, but he don't got no fucking plaques like that. He don't got Lil Baby plaques. Name one song with Lil Baby with no auto-tune. It's like the auto-tune grew. Like it grew from there. Like, I don't know. So like the button-up t-shirt, the button-up shirts, we wasn't
the jerseys. When he said put away the jerseys and I'm doing button-up tees, the old school jerseys.
The throwbacks?
The throwbacks.
So who all was doing button-ups after that though? Because we was doing white tees still.
That's true.
We was doing white tees. No, I'm just trying, because I with the fashion and I was with the, but I don't think we went button-ups because he didn't wear polo. Motherfuckers had drifted back to polo and all that stuff. I don't think he really was pushing the polo agenda and all that. He was talking about with cufflinks and shit. You remember what he did? He was wearing button-ups with cufflinks with jeans.
Yep.
I think we was listening to Joel Santana with the drip and Jim Jones coming out of New York. And Cameron. Okay. I think for sure we was wearing pink and shit and trying to be like the Dipset, 100%. But it's two different, like I said, it's two age groups too though. And Hov is my nigga, but I don't think we was taking dressing tips and all that shit from them. It's old people wearing skinny jeans right now. Them wasn't cool till Lil Wayne and Tyga came out. And he was dressing like Jim Jones. Niggas was wearing the wallet chains, the SB Dunks. 575 chain. Got a diamond on my wallet chain. Niggas is wearing SB Dunks to this day with them skinny jeans. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe the wallet chain, the bust down wallet chain gone, but don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you. Yeah, but no, Jay-Z was influential. Like he did make a nigga want to go sell some dope. Jay-Z was a fly dude, but he was wearing jerseys and shit. Like Fabulous, I was paying attention to how Fabulous dressed. You know what I'm saying? But as far as on the culture, a black man coming in as a rapper, ex-drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? My mans gave me a pass when he got caught with my dope, and I made the best of it. Made sure my mans, when he came home, was straight. He owned the business and all that shit. Like, I salute it.
Yeah, man. Jay-Z has had one hell of a career, man. I think they say he's worth like 2.5 billion
2.5 now. That's what I said. You can't say nothing about it. Memphis Bleak still got a job. He's still rich. He said Memphis Bleak was gonna be rich forever. You know what I'm saying? He didn't leave it. He'll leave his people out to dry. I mean, shit. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I can't say Lil Wayne is as stand-up as Jay-Z at all. But I don't think he ever had the ball in his hands to be the general. He always was an understudy and had to listen to Birdman. So now you looking at Birdman and Jay-Z, and then you compare them two to each other. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as rap, but just the influence on the culture.
That's a tough one too, man, because Birdman, god damn, man,
He ain't nothing to play with.
they had runs, man.
They
That
had
damn
runs. And he just signed YB. He ain't
It's
done
insane,
running.
bro.
He just signed Young Boy shit. The run ain't over yet.
I know, man. That shit is. I mean, you know, I was talking to Jay Mills about this, man. How, you know, any label would be lucky and extremely thankful to have one Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
They had Wayne, Drake, Nicki, Tyga, all popping at the same time.
At the same time, bro. That's why I said you can't. Hey man, greatness is greatness. And they had double back and had Slime in them. He had dibble and dabble. He was getting older and he was rich. So when them up start being stubborn and not listening to you, just let them go on and do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that what happened with Slime, but it's like, shit, I already got the money. Either you gonna listen or you not. You know what I'm saying? You see what I did for him, you see what I did for them, what you gonna do? Gucci got a cold influence on the culture too, though.
Gucci too, man.
Gucci
he got a lot of influence.
Gucci didn't have the funding to keep everybody. And then he was an artist too, so it's like, it's hard for a motherfucker to be trying to go number one, and then you got these motherfuckers trying to go number one, and as soon as you not paying them attention, they swear that you hating on their career and all that shit, because you got to focus in on your, then when beats come through, you gonna take the best beats and dish these out. You know what I mean? It's you know, it's hard to be signed to a rapper. Like Gunna and Thug, they pulled that shit off. That was dope.
Especially if the rapper's still really focused on their career and they're like in the prime of their career. Like, bro,
I was signed to a producer. Like, I was signed to Metro Boomin or fucking DJ Mustard or something before I decided to sign to like a 21 Savage or and not nothing about 21. I'm just naming the rappers that rap on these producer beats, like a 21 Savage or a YG, before I signed to Metro or Mustard, because these people are half of what you need, and then you the other half. So when y'all go to the studio, it's always you two in the best interest for each other. You get what I'm saying? It's not no, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, my shit was a little bit harder. Like, damn, just imagine when the other dude make a hit record and you ain't made one in 2 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you looking at the money, but then your ego come into play. And he getting more for a show than you are now. That shit, I don't know. It's a cold world.
You mentioned being signed to a rapper, you know, and we talked about Gucci Mane a little bit. How did you meet Gucci Mane and, you know what I'm saying, all that out there in Atlanta?
Longway, Pee Wee Longway. I met everybody through Pee Wee Longway. That's my brother. That's like my brother-in-law. So my sister used to be one of his brothers, and you know what I'm saying? They introduced us when we was like, I was still like 19, 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? We was young, we was coming up together. I guess he knew Gucci from back in the day, just being through Atlanta. His hood is like right on the tip right here. If you come out the backside, you on Moreland. You on the east side. You come out this side, you on the west side. Like, he from the south, from Jonesboro South. So with his dealings being that close to East Atlanta, Zone 6, you know what I'm saying? They had different run-ins and mutual friends and all that shit. And we already had knew QCP before that. Just growing up around Zone 3 and shit, him being over there. So my was already hip to P. Well, when I came home from jail, we wasn't rapping at first. I guess long way while I was in jail, I was doing like 8 months. He came across Gucci, and we was pushing Thug at the time. So he had put Thug and Gucci ear. Gucci ended up signing Thug side and doing something with Longway when he had Dolph and everybody over there. I came home and shit, it was just nigga Bricc squad. Like we was at the Bricc factory. There's a lot of talented rappers there at the time, all just getting their shit off the ground, and you know what I'm saying? That's just happened when I came home to jail too. And me, my personality been like this damn near most of my life, so people take a liking or they dislike, and me and Gucci kind of the same with the I don't give a fuck serum. So, you know what I'm saying? He just was fucking with us, and that was like the beginning. And the Migos was there, Thug was there, Metro Boomin was there, Hood Rich King was there, DJ Bands was there. That's how I know Dirk and them. He came with DJ Victorious and Chief Keef and them when he was a part of Bricc Squad. And after whatever didn't work for them, who was Bands DJing for at first? But however it came across, Bands start coming to LA and Dirk start coming to LA and shit, and our relationship just, you know what I'm saying, grew tighter and tighter. But it all started with me and Longway, Jonesboro South Projects. Yeah, I was there in the mix of him working. I feel like Gucci never got the flowers that he deserved till he came home this time. I ain't never really seen Gucci with no platinum plaques or nothing back then. He just was like the underground, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape after mixtape, just do the shows off the mixtape. I don't think he never gave a fuck about going #1 and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do, but he was getting his money out the streets and rapping in the streets, just living his life however it came. So, like, yeah, I came right before Gucci went to jail. He was with old girl already. He was with Keisha. When he was on house arrest at the studio, and Keisha used to be up there with him damn near every day.
You got any stories hanging out with him?
Yeah, me and Guwap, man, we used to sip lean every motherfucking day. He the reason why I used to sip the lean in the motherfucking Martinelli's apple juice. He used to fill that little motherfucker up with lean, you know, the little apple-sized apple juices. But that ain't the story I'm telling. I got a couple of them. Every Monday, so Gucci is a Stevie J fan. Stevie J is like his favorite character ever. When Love and Hip Hop was first like doing their first little round, and it was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Stevie J and Jocelyn and all the little shit, he's so toxic like us, you know what I'm saying? Every Monday we used to have, before we went to Magic City, we'd have all the strippers come over to the studio, to the Bricc factory, and we'll have a Love and Hip Hop watch party every Monday. And he'd get like 1,000 wings and fries and shit. Nigga, we all be there getting high and shit, smoking weed, watching the Love and Hip Hop and shit. So he made me start paying attention to Love and Hip Hop. Like I started to be, like it's watered down now, but in the first, I was locked in because when I came home, there was a TV show that I used to always watch with Guwap. And Guwap was one of my favorite rappers, so just me being able to kick it with him every day and all that shit. Another story is, I ain't gonna say no names because I just ain't gonna say no names, but one day I was at the studio with Guwap and somebody kept calling his phone. And me and Longway was up there. We was just up, I think we was recording or whatever we was doing that day. We up there for a minute, and the person who called his phone ended up knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. He like, shit, he get the door. You know me, I gotta grab the strap out, go to the door. I open the door, it's a nigga that I robbed before, right? And look, it's a nigga that I robbed before. So I see, on the dead homie. I'm like, what's up with you? So I don't want to blow my face because I know how it be on the rap scene. So I don't really tweak out immediately, right? I'm like, what's up with you, nigga? You straight? Like on the dead homie, you already know what's going on with me. I'm 6'0", but if you straight, we straight. Because I did the damage. So nigga, if you cool, I'm cool. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do nothing in front of Guwap. Like, we'll be like, yeah, man, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, I'm 6'0". So we walk in, and we talk, I sit back down, me and Longway talking, and the say something like, you got this bitch ass in the studio, goo out, whoop, whoop. I get up like, nigga, on 6ix9ine Crip, you wasn't just talking like that at the front door, nigga. Like, God, blow your head off in this motherfucker, woo, woo, goo out like, don't shoot him, shitty, I'm on house arrest. Do not shoot this. And whoopty whoop, get your bitch ass out the studio. I just told you don't come up here being no groupie. Woo woo, groupie ass. I told you we working over here. What the you pull up for? He get on the nigga ass. He closed the door like, boom. He like, shitty, I ain't tripping. Shit, I'd have robbed the whole world. Shit, you a just like me. He like, nigga, I ain't tripping, but shit, nigga, I'm on y'all handle that shit somewhere else. Woo woo. So now I'm like, man, the still outside, go up. He like, he better not be, and if he is, man, handle your business when you get out there. I'm like, on the dead, I'll be say that. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy than a mother. Cause I'm like, I just said something to you at the door. We could have got to it right here. We could have stepped outside and handled our business. You was trying to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, to Gucci like a nigga just out of bounds or something. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, but that was a crazy day though. I was 6'0". Longway looking at me like shit. Cause Longway just happened. I think he had an infection in his hand. He had just socked him in the mouth and his shit broke out. So he had like an antibiotic IV on his shit for a second, right? So I'm right there. I used to have to help him with the little, putting the shit on the tripod to do the IV drip. So he's sitting right there. I think he was taking his dose at the time. So when he looking, I'm like, man, don't trip. 6'0", like, you feel me? So yeah, that shit kind of blocked my music career up a little bit too. Cause if you knew who them people was, you'd be like, what the? He'd be like, what the fuck? This before everybody was rapping and whoever they was and all that though. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. And I ain't just rob him on no hater shit. He came down talking crazy about one of my boys, and I just gave him a taste of his own medicine. You know what I mean? I played karma for a day.
Was this a rapper?
I ain't going into detail about that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm telling you, it'll start some shit, and then that shit over with. You get what I'm saying? Like me and Cuz, we straight. Cause if I put it out there, motherfuckers gonna be like, oh shit. Then they gonna be wanting to jump to defense and all that. Nigga might have to whack a nigga over that shit.
You hung out with BMF a lot when you were out there.
Yeah.
Man, you know, what do you think was like your most memorable time out there hanging with him, or, you know what I'm saying, Big Meech throwing all that money and everything?
I came at the end. But definitely the whole zoo being at his birthday party is definitely one of the most memorable events ever. In the Cristal Wall and all that shit. This when Don P and Cristal was the shit. Yeah, he had Compound upside down when I was a kid. He had lions and the whole Atlanta Zoo damn near was at his party in cages. While we were partying, smoking weed, doing our thing, it was like real wildlife right there. So that definitely, I ain't never seen that shit ever again. I never even seen nobody rent one animal from the zoo, let alone every animal. I didn't even know you could do that shit. So that definitely was like one of the biggest, like most memorable shits ever. And then like, that shit was so every day, the same shit every day, like 6'9", the same exact shit every day, like going out, balling, like, it's like you see that shit so much that it just was like our life. Like me not paying attention that he got Maybachs before Maybachs was cool and Maybach coupes and all that. I was still a kid, you know, I was 17 when I met that dude. So it was certain shit that was going over my head that I didn't know was crazy until a motherfucker was older, you get what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker going to New York, we go to the club, we get into a hell of a scuffle up there. I'm talking about, if the internet was out there, they would have had plenty of little BMF pieces and fucking, cause it was a fight. And niggas' chains was coming off, rings and all that shit was coming off. So I'm up, chains, like, all right, so niggas' chains and shit was coming off. The next day, everybody that lost a piece, it's like that He went to Jacob the jeweler to the jewelry store. It was like nothing ever. You know what I'm saying? He spent probably like 900, 800,000 re-icing everybody back out. And it wasn't no robbery shit. It really was like a scuffle.
Well, what all happened with the fight? Like, how'd the fight break out?
Shit. I was in the back of the crowd. I just seen niggas going in. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker on the table, sitting around, and all you see is the nigga pop off. Like, I really think it was the Brooklyn crew. I don't think it was Street Fam and them, but I think it was the other side of the Brooklyn crew. I forget. I don't be wanting to say everybody's name and shit from the mob on the camera, but it was definitely the Brooklyn crew on some New York shit, on some Brooklyn shit, and they got towed that motherfucker up, and we had to follow suit, just being for BMF. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I can't really tell you what it was like 100. It was like 100 of us at the club, and then you just see one dude take off. Everybody just get cracking. You know what I'm saying? It probably was just some regular. It might have been some chest poking up there going on. Like I said, I was so young and I was so one track. Like, if I'm watching the money or if I'm got the pistol on me in the club, I'm there to do that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't there to politic because I was still coming from a militant, like a structured background. You get what I'm saying? Like, coming from gangbangers, so off the rip, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain shit I wasn't even into. Like, I couldn't even, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't my place to start no shit while I was with Meech, being from 60s and coming in on they little, you know what I mean? So my wasn't no shit starter. I just was right there to finish it.
Okay. Man, sound like you guys had a good
my
time,
brother,
man.
like my ace, they call him my twin, he used to count money and shit. I can't say his name though. He used to count money for them, like get paid just to do that shit. Like, he was definitely giving young niggas opportunities without us catching cases. If I could say it that way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard that before too. I think I've seen people say that in interviews, that like he was like a real generous dude and helped a lot of people out.
Yeah, he'll help you out for you. And then, like I said, I came and I think they already knew they was hot. So it wasn't the BMF in 03, 04, it was the 06, 05, the beginning of 05, 06. Like, the downfall, he just had got shot. He just had got shot at the club and all that shit. They took him to jail for that. He was in and out of town. We was going to Miami more than, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really going down to Miami like that because I was in college, but motherfuckers was going down to Miami to party with him, not in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What did you think when they had that big billboard up?
It was dope to me. I ain't think nothing of it. Like I said, I was fresh out of high school, fresh out of juvenile hall. You get what I'm saying? Like, all that shit was cool to me. I didn't think it was gonna bring the indictment. I didn't think he thought he ran the world. I didn't even know he had that much power. Mind you, I'm riding with a nigga that don't wear no jewelry or nothing for 3, 4, 5 months. And you keep seeing him and motherfuckers keep calling him the dude, and dude said this, dude said that, dude said this. This is dude. One day he pop out with all the jewelry on, and nigga, I'm like, man, who the fuck are you, nigga? They like, that's Meech, dumbass. I'm like, oh, I thought that was dude. You get what I'm saying? I had been around him. That's how secretive this used to be, right in front of your face. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, right here, but nobody called him Meech. And I guess it was because of what was going on in Atlanta. The indictments was coming out. You get what I'm saying? The nigga old dog had just snitched. And that's crazy. But I guess that had just happened and my had just, you know what I'm saying? My was on some secret shit. I'm talking about black tee, blacked out, cooling, fitted cap on. They ain't have all that shit on, like that flashy shit. Driving in low key cars, you know what I'm saying? This before Tahoes was the thing to get moved around in, so my was just in some low key shit moving around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I'm not gonna play like I was involved with BMF more than what I was. Like, I with the St. Louis crew. I with J-Bo people and all that. J-Bo, I don't want to keep saying niggas' names because J-Bo went to jail and he already been, but it's a gang of people I with that never went to jail for this shit. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you don't ever really see me go into depth about certain BMF stories and shit. Like that shit is just, it is what it is. And I don't want to be the one that get a mother. You know what I'm saying? They might still be willing and dealing. They ain't never went to jail. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to just keep throwing names out there and they go pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that for sure. How'd you feel when the indictments actually came down? Like, what'd you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the environment like?
Everybody went broke in a matter of 3 months. The recession started after that shit. Swear to God. Meech got booked in 06, nigga. The recession started in 07. I ain't saying that he was feeding the world, but it seemed like it to me. Meech left the streets, all that free money just went to waste. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the economic factors were behind the recession, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. Everybody was balling and shit, 05, 06. Motherfuckers was buying houses with like a little bit of money, pulling out the instant equity on that motherfucker. Like it was a whole lot of shit going on probably that started the economic shit or how Boosie said the economy. But nah, like I don't know what really caused the recession, but what caused the recession for the streets in the A was Big Meech nigga going to jail. Mother couldn't find a brick that wasn't stepped on. Mother couldn't sell a brick because didn't have the money for a brick. Motherfuckers was breakdown kings, you know what I'm saying? Kush cost so much that motherfuckers was going broke just smoking weed. Shit. I watched plenty people lose mansions and all type of shit. Like I seen it happen, so. Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd end with one last question, man. You know, not too long ago, T.I. went viral when there was a little clip of him telling a story about how he got caught with a gun, him and his cousin, and during the process of them fighting this case, his cousin passes away. So the lawyer comes to T.I. and said, "Yo,
the
we can make this go."
The same lawyer that told Gunna to take the deal.
What happened?
Mind you, it's the same lawyer that told Gunna to take the deal. Keep going.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
he's a setup artist, but go ahead.
He gets caught. He gets caught with a gun. His cousin dies, and the lawyer comes and says, "We can make this go away by putting the case on your cousin." So apparently that's what happens, and case goes away. And people are debating whether he snitched or he didn't snitch, or is that an okay thing to do?
Tell on me when I die. Put it on me. Put all the murders on me. Put all the cheating on me. You get caught fucking a bitch, shit, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Well, die, shit, he did it. You know what I'm saying? The pistol was mine. You get what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I don't know if a mother that stupid, but on 6ix9ine, listen, if you could get out of jail by tricking the police, the whole thing is to beat the system. Oh wait, let's get back to the main, the subject at hand. The whole thing is to beat the system without bringing everybody down. So if a mother could tell on a dead man and walk free and be out here to take care of that dead man's kids and help him with all the shit that's going on in his life, on the dead homies, that's cool. On 6ix9ine, the fuck are we talking about here? You talking about sitting in jail forever because you had the out. Motherfuckers ain't had the out to do that. Like, nigga, if a motherfucker dead, like, see Murder trying to do it right now, ain't he? And put it on Soulja Slim. I thought that's the whole reason why he went to trial, and they just ain't trying to hear that shit. But at the end of the day, hey man, if the man is dead, how the fuck is he gonna go to jail? If you trick the police by tricking them out of thinking what they gonna think, do your thing. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you keep going in there, volunteering shit and all that, like that's different, bro. But if you in jail and you ain't even had a conversation with the police or the DA, nigga, your lawyer going in there to do it, and you ain't writing no statements or nothing, and you're telling them that it was the dead man shit. Where you wrong at? That's the only thing I don't agree with Boosie for. Like, you too tough for me, nigga. I'm 6'0", and I'm coming like that. You get what I'm saying? But you too tough. If you ain't gonna go with that play, I don't know. I don't know who taught you this shit. And y'all, hey, it ain't no one way to be no gangster, but on the dead homies. If I die and my boy fighting a murder or fighting a gun case and he say it was me, hey, he don't get he shouldn't face no type of consequences in the set for that. He didn't ruin nobody else's life by telling on me. He got the police up out of his business so he can keep on handling business. Fair? Is that fair?
There it is.
Did it sound fair to you?
It sounds fair. I hear you.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes you could be too tough, man. So you already know. I'm going with the, hey, T.I. ain't in the wrong for that.
Well, that's what it is, man. Well, Bricc, baby. Man. A dope interview, man. Nice, long, dope interview.
Man, you already know, man. Gang shit, man. This big old Bricc, man. Cam, every time you come through, man, you already know. It's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And when you double back on me, we gonna do the same shit, pop shit, and update the world on this realism. Period.
That's what it is, bro. I appreciate you, man.
You already know. Salute.
For sure. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.